Oh, there you go. Okay. So I just did my whole intro and nobody heard it because my microphone was muted. Excuse me. But yeah, we're gonna go look through all the custom-made crazy stairs alignments. We're gonna put them on a tier list, and then yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, we'll just start with cook. Providing for others warms our hearts. Cook is specialized in team play and providing others with mana as well as other buffs. Let's see. Collect ingredient. This spell will collect a single stair from a staircase. Different stairs act as different ingredients. That's pretty interesting. It is time. Hello, Leah. We're finally doing it. I actually almost forgot about it, and then I was not prepared, so I started it a couple minutes late. But we're here now. So yeah, we're just gonna go in order. I'm hoping to get to all of them today. If not, I'll probably be able to pick up Wednesday, maybe Tuesday. I don't know. But for now, let's just look at. Let's just go through. So collect ingredient. Patron stairs. Green. So it's like different rigs, I guess, which is cool. Provide non-patron users 1 mana and patron users 2. Non-jokers the ability to see a few fake stairs. So I guess just like each fake stair has like a 50% chance of becoming visible or something, I guess. And jokers will be able to flip stairs for free 1 time. Okay, that's pretty good for their first spell. Walk through a Wicked's wall once, or one of their spells becomes free. Cool. I think the Wicked's wall thing is really a really cool thing especially for like a team or maybe not even for a team. I don't know, but just like because the Wicked's whole thing is like blocking people, and being able to walk through one of the walls would be really cool. But I guess it probably depends on which direction you're going through it, because if you're going up the staircase, it'd probably be more useful going up the staircase than coming down. But anyway, Keeper will provide non-keepers with a small jump boost, and stairs will rotate 450 degrees, and move stairs can be boosted to move an extra space for a single use. So that's actually really interesting. The move an extra space, and then especially the rotate, because that'd be like that'd be one whole rotation plus an extra one, so it'd still end up turned, but then you could also access any of the platforms on top of it, and then one in any direction. Cooks can see recently restored stairs as orange, and to avoid farming, cooks aren't able to take stairs from a restored staircase if the restoration is caused by a cook from taking a stair from a recently restored. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Hacker stairs will provide non-hacker players a small speed boost with their hack ability, and as for hacker players, blink stairs will ascend. Pink. Oh, yeah. I think bro mixed up pink and salmon. Yep. As for hacker players, blink stairs will ascend a floor for a single use. That's actually really cool. And then speed boost is like useless, but you know. Will provide non-thief players the ability to create a bypass once. If the bypass is walked upon, it will begin to destroy itself. As for thief players, spiral staircase can be used once. It can be used anywhere once. Now I wonder if that also includes like floor, like I can't remember if it's odd or even floors, but whichever one it is in the pro tower, we're not supposed to be able to do like platform spells. And then being able to create a bypass once is really interesting for not like how like they get like an extra spell, like temporary spell slot. I think that'd be really interesting actually. Especially like if you were to incorporate that with some other spells or like other classes or something. Archon Stairs will provide a non-Archon player the ability to teleport to a random staircase using a personal portal. Archon players, any split gate except for random split gates can be moved an extra step. So it's kind of like the keeper thing. And then the one for non-Archon players wouldn't necessarily be useful because some classes like already have a spell that does that. But I don't know, I like the idea of like a personal portal. Drifter Stairs will provide non-drifter players the ability to rotate a single staircase 360 degrees, which is really good. And inside drifts can be boosted once to go another step, which I feel like even just like vanilla drifter should be able to boost drifts other than the up and down ones. Like I feel like that's just really good. I think you should just be able to do that already. Heretic Stairs will provide non-heretic users to go up one schism. As for heretic players, schisms can go on curse stairs for free, but only once. Oh wait, do you have to pay extra to put them on curse? I don't know how heretic works. It's like the best class and I never use it. I don't know. I feel like I heard somebody say it was really good once, but I don't know. I've never actually like used it. This one is 3 starter spells. All right. I suppose that makes sense, or else I wouldn't be able to do anything, because this first one is just collect an ingredient. You got to do something with the ingredient. So yeah, that makes sense actually. Cooks can only take stairs from schisms until you reach professional rank. Then you can take curse stairs. Curse stairs will prevent anyone who consumes it to bypass one heretic rig. Actually, no, that's really cool, actually. And also, I think the idea of just take it, because up here is like, each ingredient can be added up to 5 times. I didn't even read that before. Each ingredient can be added up to 5 times from a potency. Think of it as a stacking effect. I think that'd be really, I think that'd be fine for like where you just get a small speed boost, but this one, what would happen here? Like, would you get an extra 360 degrees every stack? But anyway, the reason I scrolled up here is like, the spell will take a single stair from a staircase. I think that's really interesting because you could like, because this class is supposed to be like helping your team and stuff, but you could do offensive stuff if you like remove the whole middle section of a staircase and then like you can't go up it anymore, which would probably take longer than it's worth it to do, but it'd still be pretty cool, I guess. Spectre Stairs Ghosted will provide non-Spectre players the ability to walk up ghosted stairs for 10 seconds. As for Spectre players, random teleport will become free for one use and will teleport players up 1 floor. Alright, yeah, I like that one. And Chameleon Stairs will provide a random effect, naturally. So yeah, that's really cool. I like a lot of those. I think it's cool that they included an effect for normal people, for like other alignments, and one for the actual alignment, so that alignment can still benefit from its own type of stairs. It's quite unique, yeah. Setup. This spell causes a platform effect to turn into a cooking station. This spell is essential for properly playing as a cook alignment. Activating the spell will enable the 3rd, 4th, and 5th spell slots which are involved in the cooking process. Amateur ranked cooks can pack up the shop by using the setup shop on a shop panel. This spell is unlocked naturally. Yeah, obviously you gotta have your cauldron or whatever, like a little cooking station. Now this looks like it. Yeah, this is a platform spell. So again, I wonder if this would work on like odd or even floors, because I don't know. I feel like the rules already are pretty clear that no, it wouldn't work, but I feel like, I don't know. I almost feel like you would be able to turn even floors into, or whichever floor it is, into a cooking station, even if you wouldn't be able to cast other platform spells on it, just because a lot of the other platform spells are just like go up a level, and it's there in Pro Tower, so you can't just keep casting go up a level spells. But I think this wouldn't like throw the balance off too much, because it doesn't just like let you skip a floor. Add ingredient. The spell will bring up a wheel similar to the one used in Chameleon to change alignments. A number will indicate how many of that one ingredient you can have, and you can only have up to 10. The amount of ingredients that you can have on the chopping block will increase to 15 at Ramsey rank. If the cook decides to leave the platform where they set up shop, this spell is disabled. Oh, so yeah, you gotta obviously be near your platform to be able to do stuff. But then up here, wait a minute. Oh yeah, because, well, this one was at like the very beginning of the list, so it was like the first one, I think. So yeah, but it'd be cool if if like whoever made it came in and changed it to have effect for the new ones. That'd be really cool. Where was I? I was looking for something specific. Yeah. Actually, at the bottom of this page, it's like, yeah, previously custom alignments. Oh, hold on. Yeah, amateur ranked cooks. So you can't pack up your shop naturally. You have to rank up to do it, but then you also can't use your shop if you're not near it. So that means you just kind of you can only get like one cauldron per climb until you rank up enough. Unless you start with the amateur rank. No, so you gotta rank up. You have to have 3 climbs to be able to move your cauldron. Whoops. Huh. Unless it just like despawns after a certain amount of time. Or like it despawns if you get too far away. Add ingredient, if the cook decides, yeah, so that's where you cook stuff. So it said that you can put in multiple of the same type of ingredient to increase its potency. But yeah, this kind of implies that you can have multiple different types of ingredients in, which I think is really interesting, like the mixing ingredients. And then that could be like really customizable to specifically what you're doing in the tower right now. So I think that's pretty cool. This spell will bring up a line of the current ingredients on the chopping block. Selecting the hovered over ingredient will remove it from the chopping block. If the cook decides to leave the platform where they set up shop, this spell is disabled. Intermediate rank cooks can use the spell for free. And selecting the ingredient will, run the dish, which should also be, unlocked naturally. But you have to be, like, on it. The spell will combine all of the ingredients on the chopping block into a meal. Every time you run the dish, you will gain leftovers. Leftovers benefit you and no one else. Leftovers that you get from cooking will be completely random and will be selected from the pool of ingredients that you put into the meal. Foodie rank cooks make the meal faster by 20% from 6 seconds to 4 seconds. If no one is nearby to receive the dish will be placed onto the ground with a timer. The food will spoil over time, and once spoiled, all the dish will be removed from the platform. So, yeah, just take the stuff you've collected and turn it into something actually usable. Here's consume less leftovers. The spell will consume whatever leftovers you had. Leftovers can be consumed. Yeah, it has a bunch of, so this one, I think, is the only one you have to unlock. But all the other ones are just, like, kind of vital for its play. Leftovers can be consumed whenever, wherever. The amount of leftovers you can have will increase at manager from 5 to 10. Leftovers will give you buffs correlating to whatever the leftover was. i.e. Joker leftovers give you the ability to see fake stairs. So, like, whenever you cook a dish, regardless of who gets the dish, you have a chance to get leftovers, which it basically just like gives you the effect, one of the effects from your dish, which is really cool. There are 7 ultimate spells for each class. Below can be found descriptions and videos fitting all of them. Players are able to cast these ultimate spells once all basic spells are unlocked. Each basic spell can be unlocked for 3 tokens for a total of 15 needed to discover the ultimate ones, except in this case where you only need 1 or 3, because like all the 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. But lunch rush. All spells relating to the process of cooking a meal, so everything except consume leftovers. Oh yeah, will be free for 60 seconds. So that'd be interesting, because like usually this first spell, it doesn't make the spell, it doesn't, like it lets you cast a spell for free, but it doesn't actually make the spell free, it just has the same effect at no cost, but you still have to have the spell like active. For this one, I guess you'd cast it, and then you would be able to go back to your normal spell menu and be able to cast whatever spells you want, and then it would just make those spells cast, or not cost anything. Which is like in a similar vein, but works a little bit differently. So that's pretty cool. Lunch Rush is a legendary name, yeah. Cook Rig. This is a rig spell. It will rig all normal stairs one by one with an effect from the alignment's correlating ingredient. Anyone stepping on a cook rig will deactivate it after stepping on it. Cooks who step on the rig will gain a random ingredient they can use for later. With an effect from the alignment's correlating ingredient. Oh, that's actually really cool. Huh. Stairs affected from this rig spell can be restored with Restore Stairs, which is casted out by keepers. Stairs affected with this rig spell can be restored with Restore Stairs, which is casted out by keepers, either from players or drones, and cannot be influenced by any other rig or event before them. Collection event. This spell causes the cook to collect 1 ingredient from every special staircase on the map. This is one of the most self-centered ultimates, benefiting only the cook who casted it. Imagine that in... well, the cursed stairs count in special stairs? I don't know. But that's like all rigs and everything, which is really cool. All rigs, and like anytime any class casts a spell on a stair, that will increase how good this is. This is actually really... I feel like it should be 3 tokens. Well, I don't know. It depends, because if everybody's using like platform classes, then it doesn't matter. But like most of the time, depending on who else is playing, this would just be insane. The non-stirrant. This spell will put the cook who casts it in a food truck. The food truck will be able to doze through stairs, leaving a large hole that other players can walk through. During the spell's duration, 60 seconds increased to 90 at senior rank. The cook will be able to cook wherever and whenever without stopping any kind of movement. Run the dish. Cook time will be reduced to 1 second for the duration of the spell. Food truck. What? Okay, so it spawns a food truck, and then you're driving the truck, and you can drive through stairs and put a hole in them. And then while you're in the truck, you can cook without having to be at a station, and you cook really fast, and you don't have to stop. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that one's pretty good. I can see why that one's 3 tokens. Okay. Cool. Drones cook mode. By using this shared spell, all 8 drones will enter in cook's mode. In cook's mode, drones will randomly collect ingredients, set up temporary shops, and cast cook rigs. So the cook rigs we already saw are pretty good. Set up temporary shops that only benefits other cooks, but that's still pretty cool if, like, you're a lower level cook. and they'll randomly collect ingredients, which I guess just like randomly you'll have ingredients pop into your little ingredients pouch thing. Once a shared spell gets activated, the players will receive 1 mana every 6 seconds. Okay, yeah, we already know that. No bonuses. Run the dish takes 4 seconds instead of 6. We saw that earlier. Setup could be used again to pack up the cooking station, so that way you can have multiple. That way you can just cast your cooking station multiple times. You don't have to have it in one spot your whole times. Collect ingredient is free. Remove ingredient is free naturally. This one, your length of your ultimate spells is increased naturally. Usually I feel like you get that sooner, but maybe I'm wrong. Collect ingredient can now take curse stairs, which I think earlier that makes you like immune to a heretic rig, which isn't super useful like if there aren't any heretics, but sure. And you can have more leftovers, which I think is pretty good. And the amount of ingredients on your chopping block has been increased from 10 to 15. Yeah, Ramsey. That's an amazing last name. Or amazing, like, last rank name, I meant. It is also an amazing last name, though. The amount of ingredients on your chopping block has been increased from 10 to 15. It's probably, the best one, because then you could probably have, how many are they? Up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, you could have one of every effect, and then a couple of them multiple times with that. What'd Fantasy Gun say? Who let them cook? This is you. Literally you. Yeah. I'm not reading all that, but yeah. So I think what we'll do is we're gonna. Oh wait. So yeah, we're gonna put this one in B to start because I have nothing to compare it to. I have no idea how comparatively good or bad this is. So we'll just put it in B. So this will just kind of be relative. So we'll put it in B to start, and then we'll move it later after we have done some more. So for now, that's going to go in B. And then if it turns out that all of the other ones are awful, then we'll move it up to A. And if it turns out that this one's actually awful and all the other ones are way better, then we'll move it down to D. But yeah, for now, we'll put it there. I think it's really, again, it's for team play. I don't usually play. I usually just play by myself, like on a private server. But like this one, I feel like I would probably play multiplayer or get like an ult on to make other types of stairs. Just to play this because this one seems really fun. So I would like to move this one up later. This one would be really good with Chameleon because then you could just make stairs of any type and then switch back to cook and make them and make your dishes. So I think this one it'd be really slow. It'd probably have like some of the slowest times, but it'd be really fun. So next up is the Magic Man. No words given. Okay, fair enough. Thrust. When walked on... Wait, what? When walked on, teleport the player to a random platform 1 floor above. So I guess just whenever you... cast it? Mana Infusion. When walked... maybe it's like a platform spell. Where you, like... I don't know, man. I have no idea what's going on. So this one... It doesn't say it, but this one, so far, just kind of seems like a team spell. It's like... I think you're, like, putting something down. Catapult rig, what? Okay, whatever. We'll get to it later. I think we're like putting something down on the stairs or on the platform or something, and then other people can step on it and it'll give them an effect. Like here, you can like this is kind of useless, I think. Because if you're in a team, you can just transfer mana anyway. So I don't think there's a big use for that one. Haste. The caster and any nearby players will receive a 10% walk speed buff for 15 seconds. Okay. 4 mana. That is not worth 4 mana. Displace. Teleports all players on the platform in the indicated direction. Actually, that one, I like that one. I think that one's actually pretty cool. Protection. Protects a caster from the next negative effect. Expires after 30 seconds against fake stairs and platforms. It will give you about 2 seconds to get off the trap before it triggers. Yeah, 4 mana spell before 4 mana Splicer. And then it just like makes you go faster. What's Splicer's for? Oh yeah, Splicer's 4 mana spell like takes you up 2 platforms, right? Maybe it's just, I can't remember. But this one just makes you go faster. Yeah, it lets you go up, well, because it just lets you go up 1 or 2 floors, I can't remember, but it's also a stair spell, so you can cast it on, like, it's not a platform spell, so there's no limitations on it in Pro Tower, which is pretty cool. Protection, oh, we already read that one. Summon stairs, teleports a random nearby stair to the indicated area. I like that one too. It's not the best, but I like it. Protection's fine, I guess. It's kind of cool. Summon stairs and displace are good. Like I said, protection is fine. And then I feel like these 3... this one's... Yeah, again, that one's fine. And then haste and mana infusion are just like completely useless. So I don't know, we'll have to look at these ultimate spells before I make any decisions. Oh, it's not even done. What? Gift link. So we're just going to assume that one lets you place down a bunch of mana infusions. Catapult rig. What? Okay. Rebuilder. Probably just lets you summon a bunch of stairs. Yeah. First D tier and we're only on the second one. This is the first rank of no bonuses. You now gain mana when the drones are in magician mode. If anybody casts Rebuilder, your mana will be refilled. I don't know what Rebuilder does, but cool, I guess. Haste lasts another 5 seconds. Pretty much useless. Summon stairs will attempt to teleport stairs from below you first. Actually, that one's pretty cool. You will not trigger catapult rigs unless you jump. I don't even know what that means. I don't know what catapult rigs are. Thrust costs 1 less mana. I was never gonna cast Thrust in the first place. Displaces twice as fast. Fine. And Eldritch. Haste costs 1 less mana. Cool, I guess. Yeah. No. No. I'm D tier. Okay. Moving on. What was this guy? It seemed like a good alignment as moving stairs into what would be a stair summon is creative. Yeah, I think the idea is there. With the summon stairs, displace. I like these 3 spells. This one's kind of generic, but it's fine. I just think the execution was not there, but I do like the concept. Alright, moving on. Cryogen. Let it go. Oh, yeah. I'm not singing that, but, you know. The Cryogen is an alignment that is similar to Heretic, except instead of cursing stairs, the Cryogen freezes them. Yeah, the Elsa alignment. When a staircase is frozen, any movement-based stairs, flipping, drifting, moving, etc. are not able to be cast. Freezing a staircase will also prevent any other staircases from... Hold on, give me a second. From moving into its place and destroying it. However, any non-movement-based spells like stealing, ghosting, restoring... can still be cast on frozen stairs. I feel like stealing is a movement-based spell. Like, there's even, like, an animation where, like, you're moving it into your pocket, but whatever. Give me 2 seconds here. Alright. Create frozen stairs. Creates a frozen staircase. It can destroy overlapping stairs, except for cursed stairs. You can't use it on cursed intersections. Freezes a stair. The spell will not work on cursed or abnormal stairs. I think Shrunken is like Patron's thing. Expand stair. Oh wait, maybe. I don't know. Expands the staircase so the stair sides are parallel and not adjacent, making stair jumps significantly easier. Exact opposite. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. The spell will not work on. So it's like, instead of, because like the patron can like shrink a staircase and then move it to one side, I guess this one just like makes it the same width all the way through. Walkway. Lays down a flat path similar to the Thieves' Ditch stairs spell, while also freezing the intersection. This spell will not work on... Wait, lays down a flat path. Oh yeah, the ditch, yeah. While also freezing the intersection. Did it? I guess. It didn't mention anything about freezing an intersection up here, but I guess it's probably the same thing. You just can't, like, do anything. It's probably just, like, similar to a cursed intersection, I guess. Creates a ladder that can be climbed on to move up one floor, while also freezing the intersection the ladder is facing. After a while, the ladder will eventually destroy itself, and the intersection will unfreeze. Similar to Thief's Spiral Staircase spell, except the ladder can be cast on any platform, instead of just the outer ones, and the spell will not work on cursed intersections. Overlap stairs. Similar to Thieves' Remove Cross Stairs. What? Similar to Thieves' Remove spell, Cross Stairs, and Heretic's Schism spells, creates a set of overlapping ghost stairs that only a cryogen can walk on, while also freezing the staircase. This spell cannot be used on abnormal cursed stairs. So I actually really like this one. It's like a Spectre's spell, but better. It's like a combination of 3 good spells. Alright, let's see. So I'm liking this one so far. Let's see the ultimate spells though. Cryokinesis. Allows the caster to create as many frozen stairs as they want within a time limit of 60 seconds. Rank up to Glacial to extend the limit to 90 seconds. Casting the spell will refill mana for cryogens who are at least coldish rank. I'm excited to see these rank names. Cast a cryogen rig over all normal spells, or all normal stairs. Cryogen rig will decrease a player's speed by 50% for 10 seconds, and rank up to Wintry to gain immunity from the rig. Oh, that's actually interesting. Like a rig that it changes the stairs and gives everybody else a debuff. Expands all normal stairs. 2 tokens, fine. Freeze event. Describe. Okay, they forgot one. Freeze event. We can guess what that one does though. Probably just freezes all the stairs. Whatever. That one can pass because we can actually guess what it does. Drones cryogen mode. Drones will cast cryogen spells on random floors. And yeah, but we already know what those do. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I think it'd probably not be my main class, but I mean, this is pretty fun. I think it's cool. It'd be better. It's like kind of offensive, so it'd probably be better in public towers or like preventing people from moving around. Which is pretty cool. Let's look at the ranks. The first rank of cryogen is no bonuses. Chilled. Shiver me timbers. It's like the sequel to Heretic. You'll get bonus mana when drones are in cryogen mode. Right. If someone casts a cryokinesis spell, your mana will be refilled. You're now immune to cryogen rigs. Okay, I like these ones. I don't remember the last time I actually used one of those effects, but those were really useful whenever I first started out. I really did like those. That was one of the reasons I liked Hacker. Was the first spell I ever, or the first class I ever maxed out, and that was just because it was really easy, and I liked it. But then also like it was so easy because I always used all of my mana immediately, and I could like jump on the platforms to get more. But anyway, your freeze stairs spell is now free. Your create ladder spell now lasts twice as long. I don't know feel like that's a pretty normal spell, and I skipped one. Your cryokinesis spell now lasts 50% longer. But this Great Ladder one, I feel like that kind of goes against the whole thing. Not the whole thing, but this is clearly supposed to kind of be like a solo alignment, and I feel like it does not align well with solo alignments to make your intersections and stuff last longer, because you shouldn't want anybody to use them anyway. But, you know, I feel like a lot of vanilla alignments have that same thing too. I just complaint with the game as a whole, I suppose. And Sub-Zero, you'll get 1 bonus mana when anybody steps on a freeze rig. I think Joker has something like that, so that's pretty cool. Then again, when I played Heretic, I was able to use it in a team, sort of. Yeah. I feel like... Oh, it's you again. Oh, yeah, you pointed out the missing spell. Yeah, I feel like if you try hard enough, you probably could use this in a team. I mean, yeah, like, it's not inherently disabling of a team. It's just, I feel like it's kind of centered around not having a team. But overall, I actually really like this one. Do I like it more than Cook, though? Is the question. I think it's more applicable. Yeah, I think Cook would be more fun, but this one's more applicable, like, as an actual class. I feel like the Cook is just kind of, oh, let's go do a bunch of random stuff and have some fun. This one's more, like, applicable as an actual class. So I suppose it depends on what we're ranking it on. Are we ranking this on fun, or, like, how good it actually is as a class? I would do a poll, but you're the only one who's actually watching, so I'll just let you decide. Legitimacy. Alright, yeah, so then we'll have to put this one higher than Cook then. But, Cook? Do we keep Cook? If we're doing it off of legitimacy, do we keep Cook? Yeah, we'll keep Cook in B tier for now, I think. Because you could get, I mean, yeah, it has spells that help you get it to the top, it's just not very fast, so it's just kind of like average. Cryogen, I feel like could be better, so we'll put it in A for now. And again, none of these are final. We only have 3 in right now, and this is just kind of going to be relative. So I will change our rankings around perhaps as we put more stuff in. Actually, I think this is one of the ones I did read like years ago, and I think is like the only one I remember. So I'm not going to read any of the spells. If I remember correctly, it's like it stores the history of a stair. And you can go and, like, scroll back through the history and, like, revert it to a previous version of itself, if I remember correctly. Let's see if that is at all correct. The undo button, yeah, is a special alignment that can undo spell effects on stairs. It acts similarly to a keeper, which is why it is named Timekeeper. At higher ranks, it can see a stair's history. Players can see what spells were cast on a certain spell. So, yeah, that I have pretty good memory for this one specifically, I guess. Hey climbers, just want to say that this alignment is not actually designed with Infinite Tower in mind. Sorry. Oh yeah, this would be like completely useless on Infinite Tower because none of the stairs would have anything done on them. This was a complete oversight I missed during the designing process. Oops. Though I'll be impressed if you get an idea on how to make it work there. It probably wouldn't from what I've heard now, but I think I don't ever play Infinite Tower anyway, so it doesn't matter. Luckily for this one, hardly anyone plays, and yeah, nobody plays Infinite Tower. And if you are, just don't use this class. Let's see. Arc stairs. Bends a stair slightly in such a way so that the platform above the base of the stair can be jumped at and reached. So just like make your stair jumps easier. Arc above stairs. Rearranges the top step of the staircase to the bottom for every step. Okay. So I think it puts the top end at the bottom, or the small end at the bottom and the big end at the top, and then still bends it a little bit to make it, again, just easier stair jumps. Undo spell. 3 or 2 mana, probably depending on rank. Undoes the last spell cast on a stair. At higher ranks, you can undo and undo. Cool. At even higher ranks, you can choose whether said undo counts towards spell history. So I think you can do some really interesting stuff here with, like, staircase manipulation. Would that be good for an actual playthrough? Maybe. I think this one, so far, probably just more fun. But I think it'd also be fun to, like, have somebody do something to a staircase and then just, like, undo that. And then also, with this thing, I don't know, I feel like this one relies on luck a little. Yeah, because this one, I suppose, well, we haven't actually seen any spells that, like, help you progress at all. Unless there's one where it's like, no, you can, this is a rig it's like a ghost rig, and if you step on it, it'll fall through the stairs. But, oh, look, I can just undo it, and then it turns back into normal stairs, and I can walk up. So far, yeah, I feel like it's just like a downgrade to Keeper. Note the spells cast by drones and natural generation do not count towards the spell history. So I think this undo spell is interesting, especially with the higher ranks. You can, like, choose if your undo counts towards the history. 'Cause you can not only you can, like, make it go back in history, but you can also choose if your own actions count towards history, because then you can, like, stop other people from undoing your own stuff, which is really cool. But how actually applicable is that? I don't know. Undo above spell. Undoes the last spell cast on the above stair at higher ranks. Wait, at higher ranks, rank benefits for... yeah. After you get to a certain rank, all your benefits from here apply to here. Reset spell history. Resets the spell history on a stair. Does not count towards the new spell history, therefore it cannot be undone. Right, that makes sense. Swaps the spell history between the below stair and the stair directly above. Okay, hold on, give me a second, I gotta think about this. So, like, what if... The question is, if that also changes, like, imagine you have a ghost stair below you and a normal stair above you, and you swap their spell history, would that also swap the stairs? Like, would that make the ghost stair above? Or no? I don't know. So, if it does do that, yeah, I don't think so. That'd be kind of cool if it does do that, but if it's not a big deal, if it doesn't, it's not a big deal. You would swap the spell history. That one, the one on the bottom, stays ghost stairs, so you still can't really go up it. The only thing is then you could undo the above spell, so that, like, if it's ghost stairs and the last thing that happened to it was made ghost stairs, you can swap it, and then, like, turn the above stairs. You can undo the last history on the above stairs, and then undo your undo, which would turn the above stairs into ghost stairs. Or you could do that for, like, beneficial rigs if you wanted it to be, like, a level up for some reason. But I think there's a really interesting alignment with a lot of interesting spells, but I don't think they're very applicable. I actually think this might be a low tier in terms of legitimacy, because I feel like this would be a pain to code and optimize. Yeah, one, that storing a whole history for all of the stairs. You probably don't have to store it very far back. I mean, you could probably honestly stop storing after, like, 5 entries for each stair, because, like, who's gonna undo something more than 5 times? And then if you do, just, like, oh, there's no more history left on this stair. Not only that, but also try to consider, yeah, like that with that food truck thing on the other one, where you can, like, drive through stairs and put a hole in them. Even, like, as I was reading that, I was thinking that would probably be horrible to try to actually implement in the game, just because, like, that would require so many new mechanics. Like, holes in stairs isn't a thing that exists. Vehicles aren't, you gotta go through all that length. So I was actually thinking about that whenever I was reading the food truck one, This one I feel like wouldn't be that bad, but I feel like in terms of actual like players playing it, like what? Yeah, you can undo stuff. Cool. How's that gonna help me move? How's that gonna help me progress? I guess like if a staircase was just like moved, you can like unmove it. Like if it came down, like if a drone moved a staircase down, then you could undo that and move it back up. But I feel like, again, like you said, that I feel like a lot of that relies on luck. So let's see. Rewind. Undo an infinite amount of spells for 60 or 90 seconds. Arc rig. Rigs every stair with an arc rig. When activated, arcs the stairs. Right. Undo event. Undoes the last spell created. Undoes the last spell cast on every special stair. Again, cool. But how does that help me? Like, I don't care that the stair all the way at the top of the staircase, like, moved to the right. That's gonna happen probably by this. The stair's probably not even gonna exist by the time I get up there. Overwrite event replaces the currently ongoing event with a 5-second overwrite bar, which immediately ends said event after time is up. This can only be cast while an event is active and applies a 20-second ultimate cooldown. Note that this does not revert the effects of an event and can be used strategically at the very end of an event for a shorter ultimate cooldown. I gotta read that again. Places the currently ongoing event with a 5-second overwrite bar. So I guess while the overwrite bar doesn't have any effect, like while the bar is actually going, except for ending the event at the end. So, I mean, yeah, ending an event is cool, but, like, yeah, fine. I like that one. Kind of. Probably wouldn't use it very much, but it's there. Drones, main overload, ghost union. Let's look at the ranks. You get bonuses, you get your mana refilled when something casts a rewind spell. You can now see the last spell cast. You can now see it, so you don't... Yeah, so wait. Before 3 climbs, you won't even know what's going to happen when you cast your spells. Because you can't even see what happened. Or 6 climbs. Oh, you were saying luck because you can't see. You don't even know what's going to happen. Yeah. Because then you just cast a spell. And then it's like, I guess we're going up now, or I guess we're going down now. If you can see it, yeah, I suppose that does make it better. Okay, I think we can put this in B tier behind Cook. Yeah, I'd probably have Cook over this. Undo above. We already saw this when we were reading. These spells are cheaper. Spells cheaper. Longer thing, or longer ultimate. Z switch. Undo spell. Do not. Okay, yeah, that's cool. And you can now see the entire spell history. Again, slow, but yeah, I think I kind of agree with B. But it does... Where is it? Yeah, so it sorted these all in alphabetical order for some reason. Here it is. I was looking for an hourglass for some reason. I was looking for the cryogen one. Yeah, that's behind. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like that one would be interesting, but it depends very heavily on what everybody else is doing. Like, I think this is something I mentioned with with one of the other classes. What if everybody else is, like, what if there are only a couple other people in the server and they're all using, like, platform spells? Then you just can't do anything. But I feel like that is not a reason to demote it, because Obviously, not all the alignments can always be in like their optimal state. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Anyway, moving on to tweaker. It is recommended to read the original document of this custom alignment, as the ultimate spells have been excluded from this page. The original documents can be found here. I'm definitely going to get a virus when I click this. Alright. Okay, I don't... oh, wow, it's got images. Alright. Yeah, we'll read it on the Google Docs, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Well, why didn't they just put the ultimate spells in? Like, I don't know, man. Whatever. Spell slot and mana cost. Neutral rigs are rigs that can be good or bad. Positive is pretty much always good, and negative is pretty much always negative. Right. Tweak stairs. Casted on platforms. When cast, all stairs connected to the platform will gain a random rig, excluding tweaker rig. Stairs that already have a rig will have it re-rolled. Negative becomes positive, and vice versa. Neutral rigs will become other neutral rigs. Okay, so, I mean, I don't know. That's kind of cool with, like, a platform spell that affects all the touching stairs. The only consequence of that is the restricted platform spells in Pro Tower. Special stairs will be changed to their counterpart. Schisms turned into... up schism turned into down schism. Flip stairs will become regular stairs. Use your imagination for what the counterpart to a stair is, since listing every scenario would make this document ugly. Okay. I'm not gonna list all the stairs, though. So. Inspiration modification. This spell has two forms, remember and modify. The spell starts in remember form and will switch to modify when casted and vice versa. In remember form, it costs 1 mana and is casted on a stair or arrow. This staircase and its type will be placed in your memory, which can then be imagined like Thief's stolen stair slots. A spell that then switches to modify form. In modify form, it costs 2 mana and is casted on a stair or arrow. The affected staircase will be transformed to the stair from your memory. Simply put, this spell lets you take a staircase you see and copy it to another staircase. The spell switches back to remember form. Both phases can be cast on a staircase, at the arrow, at the base of the staircase. You can remember a normal staircase to skip the remembering process and keep your previous memory. This costs 0 mana. Remembering an empty intersection will let you remember nothing, allowing you to destroy staircases with the modify phase. So now that's actually really interesting, because you can do a lot of stuff with that. Like, you could... that's kind of like the, not exact... oh, hold on. Can I turn this off? I cannot turn that off. I didn't know if the page was dark by default. That's kind of like the Architect with Create and Destroy, because it's got kind of just like a generic spell from each class thrown in. That's kind of like that, except with one spell. You can destroy stairs or change stairs to a different type with one spell, which I think is really cool. So I do really like that one. Horizontal tweak. The not informal definition of tweaking is to... wait, the not informal is to twist a double negative. Is to twist or pull something sharply. This ability will pull part of a staircase toward you horizontally, creating pooled stairs. Okay, I definitely would have needed a picture. I would not have been able to imagine that in my mind without the picture. And that's actually... they did a really good job of representing this in like a 3D space. Like I can, you know? So that's kind of cool. I guess it's kind of similar to something that Splicer has. In fact, I think, yeah, it's like called something really similar for Splicer too. It's like splice horizontal stairs. Which is actually, I was doing whichever class I did after Splicer I accidentally made an augmenter spell similar to, except you weren't calling the stairs. Oh. Yeah, it's just like other way around. Like you're at the base and then you like push it horizontally, kind of. Like in this illustration, it'd be like if this guy was here and then it like pushed it. Yeah, that's cool actually. Yeah, I feel like I actually really like that spell. That was one of the things I did a lot. I remember whenever I was doing Splicer, I was doing it a lot, and then I moved on to my next class, and I was like, I actually noticed that I was like, oh, I can't go over to that platform that's like diagonal and up from me just because of how much I was using it. If two stairs are pulled into each other, then their model will slightly change to avoid Z fighting. Their function, like, so there's, I don't know if you've ever seen in Roblox, like if you have two parts overlapping, it gets all weird with like their colors fighting. That's to prevent that. Their functionality will not change, and they will still count as two separate stairs. Drones will become translucent when passing through it. Additionally, I think it would be fun if drones would never stop at locations with pooled stairs, effectively creating some niche drone manipulation tech. Dude, there should be a class with where like the whole thing is drones. I have no idea how you would do that. I have no idea if it would work at all. I just think it'd be really interesting. Yeah. Cast it on stairs or arrows. Pull the top part of the staircase toward... That's what collar is. Oh, actually, I think I heard somebody mention that in the comments of one of the ones I was looking at earlier. So I'm excited for that one. Cast it on stairs or arrows. Pull the top part of the stair towards the platform above the base of the stair. This one is slightly less easy to visualize, but I think I kind of get it. It's also kind of like that Splicer spell. Except, I think the Splicer is 2. I can't remember. I think the Splicer is 2, and this one's only 1. But yeah, this one has a lot of... Oh, Chameleon's cancelled spell. Nobody said they couldn't be used. A step in the middle will be split in half. Yeah, it's Splicer. Well, no, not necessarily. Will be split in half and move outwards to make jumping around it easier. Huh. Okay, so it doesn't, like, twist. It is literally just like a wall, but then you can like jump on one of the stairs. And then, okay, that's actually pretty cool. I mean, it's just like a go up spell. Reusing chameleon spells. Yeah. I don't know any of the chameleon spells. I've used them like twice just to see what they were. I've never actually used them in a climb. Tweak above. Cast it on stairs. Tweaks the above stairs with horizontal or vertical tweak at random will always clear the path. If horizontal tweak is chosen, then the bottom half of the stairs will move to the left or right randomly. If vertical tweak is chosen, then the bottom half will move to the same side as the top half. This is basically a generic above spell with some random effect for funsies. I mean, I feel like this is also just kind of an above spell with parkour involved. But anyway, apply custom rig. Cast it on stairs or arrows. Give a stair tweaker rig. Effects of tweaker rig for... Oh, the rig has different effects for different alignments, which we'll have to see how I feel about that after I read it. For non-tweakers, the stair will change to a stair related to your alignment. If a heretic touches a tweaker rig, the stair will change into a schism or a cursed stair. If a patron touches a tweaker rig, the stair will change into a split stair or a shrunken stair. If an Archon activates the tweaker rig, then special splitting rules will apply. If a thief activates a tweaker rig, then the stair may shift into one of their special black-blue stairs, despite them technically not being part of the staircase and not occupying a spot. Tweakers have immunity to tweaker rig by default. Tweaker rig does not do anything on its own. Instead, the rig will cause any spells you cast to have an altered effect. With tweak stairs, the rig will turn into a random special stair aside from curse stairs. Remembering, with the other spell, I can't remember what it's called, the rig will help you get inspired by filling your memory with the most special stair on the tower, excluding curse stairs. And modifying, the curse stair will be the counterpart to the remembered stairs. There's again with that counterpart thing. With horizontal tweak, instead of transforming another stair into a pooled stair, this will transform the stair you are standing on into a pooled stair. The stair will be pooled based on where you cast the spell on the stair. Kind of like keepers rotate. With vertical tweak, pulls the bottom of the stair forwards. Yes, wait, what? Okay. With tweak above, stair moves one floor higher, destroying any stairs in its path. If the path is blocked, the above stair is destroyed in the process. Does not activate if the spell is casted while you are on a tweaker rig. This will only activate if the above stair is a tweaker rig. I gotta read that one again. Hold on, I was not paying attention to what I was saying. One higher. Wait. Stair moves one floor higher, destroying any stairs in its path. If the path is blocked, the above stairs is destroyed in the process. Did I say that twice? Destroying the stairs in its path. The above stairs destroyed in the process, if there's one there. Does not activate if the spell is casted while you are on a tweaker rig. This will only activate if the above stair is a... Wait. I'm not very smart. Give me a second. Does not activate. Okay, so I guess you can change the stair above if it is a tweaker rig. So you don't even have to touch it to activate its effect, I guess, which is kind of cool. With apply custom rig, spell costs no mana and moves tweaker rig to a random valid stair on the floor above. If no valid stairs found, gain 1 mana and remove the tweaker rig. Oh wait, what? About ultimate spells, I forgot to add them when I made this alignment about a year ago. You can probably imagine some of them yourself, though. Wait, I thought this was saying that there's extra information on the Google Docs. That's the whole reason I read the Docs version. Whatever, man. We're coming back to this one. Okay, whatever. By using this shared spell, all 8 drones will enter tweaker mode. Oh wait, wait, what? As this custom alignment's ultimate spells have been excluded from the... Oh wait, those are just the generic ones. Okay. I was so confused for a second. I was like, wait, they're right here. That's just the generic ones that every spell has, or every alignment. Alright. And the ranks. And there's another note from the... Okay. Each class has 9 ranks, and all their perks will add up to the previous one. The first rank is basic and doesn't give any buff. Major note from creator. I opted for a non-traditional perk system where you have 3 perk slots, and you have to equip all of your perks. Gain 1 per... I opted for non-traditional perk system where you have 3 perk slots and have you equip all of your perks, and you gain 1 slot on max rank. This means that you cannot have all perks at the same time. However, each perk has a stronger and more unique effect. There are also green perks and red perks. Green perks have purely positive effect, while red perks are stronger at the cost of having a negative effect attached to them. And here's another Google Docs. No, it's the same one, I just didn't finish reading it. I like the idea of having a limited amount of perks and being able to choose your perks before climbing the tower. Can't change well on the tower. You should be able to change if you have Chameleon, though. You have 3 perk slots that unlock 1 more at max rank, so you can have up to 4 perks active. Improver. Long-ranged. Whoa, my god, there's so much here. I'm reading it on this one. Okay. And then each one... Oh wait, this is exactly what I was saying. Every time I read through these perks, I always like skip over the generic ones. It's just like, oh, you get your mana refills. They did that. They... Cool, okay. But it looks like most of these actually give 2 perks, but you can't... I guess you could have both of them if you wanted, but then it's usually like... What? Okay. Green perk. Long range tweaking. Tweak stairs will affect all stairs in nearby intersections. I feel like a feature like that could be added. Yeah. This shouldn't be... Maybe like a Crazy Stairs 2 thing. For like all classes, or like all alignments, but not this one specifically. I feel like there's a little bit too gimmicky. I have never played Hollow Knight, but I think I know what you're talking about. With like, don't you like collect them or buy them, and then you've like certain amount of slots, and you can choose whichever one you want. Which I feel like that wouldn't work well with the current alignments. They're just like with the vanilla classes, because a lot of them are just like super generic. Like, oh, your 1 ultimate spell lasts an extra 60 seconds or something, or lasts an extra 30 seconds. Obviously, nobody's going to choose that over the one that gives you, like, oh, you can just teleport straight to the orb or something, with, like, a hacker's thing, or, like, yeah, hacker's final ability where you can teleport to the orb. Obviously, people are always going to choose that one. So I feel like that would be a cool mechanic, but the ranks would have to be tweaked a little bit. So I feel like that would work better in Crazy Stairs, or the Crazy Stairs 2, whenever that comes out. But here, let's read these. Tweak stairs will affect all stairs in nearby intersections instead of only connected stairs. Oh yeah, because I forgot that you cast it on a platform and it affects all the connected stairs. But this one, even if it's not technically connected, you can still affect it, which is kind of cool, I guess. Undo. You can cast tweak stairs on a horizontally or vertically pulled stair to restore it into normal stairs for free. Okay. Optimize tweaking. Casting spells on Tweaker Rig will refund 1 mana. Okay, yeah. Green perk. Platform tweak. You can cast tweak stairs on floors in Pro Tower that disallow casting platform spells. This will allow any player to cast platform spells on that platform for 5 minutes. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. I do like that. Red perk. Feature creep. When you remember a normal stair, you will gain the ability to create a completely random non-rigged stair instead of destroying. Wait. When you remember a normal stair, you will gain the ability to create a completely random. Oh. So that takes away your ability to destroy stairs, but it lets you create a random rig? I would not take that one. I don't think that's very good. Also, who put this is labeled as feature creep on every rank below this? Oh. Red perk. Quick fix. Tweak stairs is 50% faster, gives half the jump cooldown, and costs no mana. However, it only gives neutral rigs to stairs and will re-roll into worse rigs. Positive to neutral, neutral to negative, negative stays negative. So then I suppose this one's kind of cool because you could like build your class. Actually, yeah, I think that's really interesting because right now it's easy to get bored of the classes because each one kind of does the same thing. If you could like make a build for a class, like I could make my teleport build for like Hacker or Spectre, where my teleport spells are just like super buffed, but I can't use any of my other stuff like my create stairs or ghost stairs, but I can just do a ton of teleporting. That'd be kind of cool. I forgot what I was. Revisor. However, it will only give, yeah, we already read that one. Just like golden switch from Cookie Clicker. Yeah. Stuff like that, and then also, like, I can just, like, choose all the buffs that are really good for teleporting. And then, like, my ghost stairs, I can't walk on my ghost stairs, because I'm not going to put that in one of my, upgrade slots, but I won't need to, because my teleportation is so good that I'll just never need to use my ghost stairs, kind of. Just like, and then I can make a different one where I don't use teleportation at all. I use all my other spells. Like, being able to build a class around a specific playstyle, I think is really interesting. Because right now it's just kind of easy to get bored. Or maybe you could switch between that. Maybe you could choose if you want to have, like, your custom built class, or if you just want the generic, your ultimate spell lasts 30 seconds longer. You gain mana whenever the drones are in whatever mode. But I don't know. Just saying things off the top of my head. Salvage. After modifying using inspiration modification, clear your memory. This is to allow you to consistently destroy stairs. After modifying using inspiration modification, clear your memory. This allows you to consistently destroy stairs. When destroying a stair using inspiration modification, restore either 1 or 2 mana, make the destroyed stair your new inspiration, and instantly go to the modify phase, skipping the remember phase. So I think the 1 or 2 mana would be based off of your rank, probably. Make the destroyed stair your new inspiration, and yeah, so you wouldn't be able to remember stairs, but then you just have a destroy stair spell. I don't think that is as useful, but maybe. Lazy inspiration. Remembering with inspiration modification costs 1 less mana, so it's free. However, the remembered stair will be forgotten in 15 seconds. Trying to remember a normal stair will clear your memory instead of keeping it, and creating the remembered stair is a 50% chance to instead create the counterpart. The created stair also has a separate 50% chance to be frail. Frail stairs have a wobbly appearance and will destroy themselves 2 seconds after being touched by any player. That is interesting. That would probably change kind of like the whole dynamic of the class. I don't know. But, oh, and then there's the opposite of that, focus inspiration. Modifying with inspiration modification costs 1 more mana. Wait, oh, no, it still costs 1 less. Wait, what? Costs 1 less mana, free. Costs 1 less mana, 1 mana. I don't know. Anyway, it costs 1 mana, and you can choose to create its counterpart with a toggle, like a Z-switch or something. You additionally have the ability to remember rigs. However, remembering with inspiration modification costs 2 more mana, and will destroy the stair. The resulting price, I believe. Yeah. Oh, remembering, because modifying is more expensive than remembering. Remembering costs 1 less, and modifying costs 1 less. So, remembering goes from 1 to 0, and modifying goes from 2 to 1. Okay. However, remembering with... But then this one makes remembering cost 2 more and destroys the stair. Skipping the remembering process is free if you want, though, to just keep your thing. I think that one's pretty good. I think it'd be fun to have a build around that one. Cursed Bypass. You can freely cast spells on cursed stairs with no additional cost. Does not include cursed intersections. However, 3 mana orbs will be downgraded to 1 mana orbs when you attempt to collect them. Additionally, you lose the ability to receive mana share. Okay. That could probably just be offset by... Oh no, not necessarily. I was just about to say that could probably just be because the bottom comment on this page, though, I gotta go read that now. By the 9, this got me tweaking. Okay, upon reading this through, the base idea is actually pretty cool. But it needs some tweaking. Yep. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So I was gonna say, this one makes it so you get less mana, but that doesn't matter because you have tokens, so you can just cast your ultimate spell and will refill your mana instantly. But not necessarily, because remember, you don't that's not even one of the perks you can get. On this one, there's no way to just instantly refill your mana by casting an ultimate spell. Is something that is just kind of always available. I've taken for granted. You can't do it on this one. But the final green perk here is Mana Inspiration. 25% chance to reduce the cost of modification preparation by 1 whenever you collect a mana orb. The cost of modification preparation can go to negative values, in which case you gain mana from casting the spell. The discount is reset upon casting the spell. That's pretty cool. Oh. Yeah, okay. I think really interesting. I like a lot of the ideas it has. I like the, because you can use it in a bunch of different ways depending on your playstyle. Even before all these different ranks where you can like choose which perks you want to like make a specific build. Even before I even read that, I was like, wow, this can be used for a lot of different things. So I think even like this creator said, high skill ceiling, but has a ton of application. I think the perk system is a little bit much for Crazy Stairs right now. Like, if this alignment were added into Crazy Stairs right now, I think it would have... I don't think this perk system could be applied to the other classes just because of the way they work. But I do like the idea of having this perk system just as a blanket kind of thing. Maybe in like Crazy Stairs 2. And then because just the way, yeah, if this was released in 4.0, it would have been released in 2026. Yeah, it'd be super hard to make, and I think it just doesn't fit well with the other alignments that are in the game now, but I do like the ideas. I just think it's a little bit too advanced for Crazy Stairs right now. But I'd like to put it in S, to be honest. If I can find it. Here it is. Oh. It's just maybe I like the class, just maybe too good. Like I don't know, it's just too far ahead. It wouldn't fit well with the alignments that are in now, but it'd be really fun, and I think it's got a lot of application. Yeah, I don't know if I'll have time to do that. Maybe I'll do that for my next stream. Is last time we did this one, now we're gonna make another one for fun. Yeah, we could do that. But for now, moving on to Cyborg. This alignment is supposed to be a mixture of most other alignments while still being a mostly solo alignment. I like how that sounds. All alignments are equipped. The character builds stairs out of scraps created from mana. This spell builds a staircase that looks identical to a normal staircase. It will have a darker glow while being built, but will fade to the normal black afterwards. When walked on, the staircase will break down and disappear, similar to a wicked rig. However, it cannot be cancelled by using another spell on it. Unlike a wicked rig, if the user climbs the stairs as it gets built, they will not trigger the destruction, and they cannot destroy blocking stairs. So that's kind of like the one wicked rig. Oh, unlike it literally compares it to it right there. Cannot be cancelled by using another spell on it. I didn't even know you could do that. The character repairs the targeted stairs. This will turn stairs into scrap stairs. I feel like that's counterintuitive. If you're repairing them, that implies you're making them better, but the scrap stairs are actually break down because they're so weak. This can be used to cancel rigs. It can also be used on some stairs, such as damaged stairs, fake stairs, ghost stairs, etc. Just stairs that are hard or impossible to climb. Normal stairs, bent stairs, and cross stairs are other similar ones that cannot be repaired. The spell can be used from the platform or the arrow. So yeah, you don't have to touch the stairs in case, because like ghost stairs, it mentioned you wouldn't be able to obviously cast a spell on the ghost stairs. You got to do it on the arrow. Blast above stairs. The character sends a blast at the above stairs. Using this spell will cause the above stairs to become very damaged. At first, yeah, boom. At first, there will not be enough stairs to climb up it again. But these stairs will come back over time and will be mostly climbable after about 10 seconds, similar to a wicked obby, but will be fully repaired and become scrap stairs after about a minute rather than normal stairs. The stairs can be repaired to make them climbable earlier. Why though? Like, when am I really going to have somebody climbing stairs above me? I mean, I guess if I just want to... Well, no, because... Okay, you know what? I'm just being an idiot. I was thinking, like, parallel stairs that are above me, but you're supposed to use them on blocking stairs. I'm just being an idiot. Okay. Moving on. Grapple horizontal stairs. The character uses a grapple horizontally, which connects to stairs. The spell works similarly to Spectre's horizontal teleport, but the spell can only be used while there are blocking stairs. What? If the intersection is empty, the spell will do nothing. The character will be placed midway through the stairs at the end of the spell rather than on the platform. Horizontally, which connects to stairs. And then I guess you go on top of them. Yeah, blocking stairs. Cause I feel like in a lot of alignments that is what it's called. It's called blocking stairs. I just got slightly confused. I do like that one. Push stairs horizontally. The character forcefully moves the stairs horizontally. This spell moves the current stairs left or right at a pace faster than Keeper can do, but slower than Archon. Wait, can Archon move stairs? What? The spell will not destroy blocking stairs, but the stairs will merge into scrap stairs if there are blocking stairs in the way. Wait, hold on. Forcefully move stairs horizontally. The spell moves the current stairs left or right at a pace faster than the will not destroy blocking stairs, but the stairs will merge into scrap stairs if there are blocking stairs in the way. If the stairs are crossed, the spell will not work until half human rank, in which the stairs will flip before being merged together. The player will be locked in place on the stairs during the spell and will regain control once the spell ends. Okay, I see. Yeah. For 2 mana, not bad. Speed boost. No, I'm never going to use that. Especially not as a normal spell. I'd rather have something like actually that can help me climb. The character spends mana to move faster, speeds the character up by 25%, 20 instead of 16 for a second or two. Time is unnoticeably random. Why though? Lasting for around the amount of time to climb a single stair. The spell can be used if you have excess mana available to use or you'd like to go faster than normal. I don't like that one. I don't know, I don't like speed spells. Builder will create an infinite amount of scrap stairs in the time frame. Blast rig. Okay, that's kind of, the blast rig is kind of cool. Stairs glow, and when they're stepped on, they break apart like from the blast rig. Repair event. All stairs become scrap stairs. So I hope there's something later where you can like stand on scrap stairs, or else that'd actually be pretty horrible. All stairs will move left or right by 1 and become scrap stairs. Crikey, where did the push event cost go? Oh, yeah. It's not there, I didn't even notice. All stairs will move left or right by 1 and become scrap stairs if moved into another stair. If the stairs are crossed, they will flip around and morph into normal stairs before being merged into scrap stairs. Stairs that have already become scrap stairs during this event will not move. Players can reach higher rank, no bonuses, drone mode, filled mana when ultimate. Cyborgs with the ultimate rank can see scrap stairs while morphed to cyborgs. So it's kind of, oh yeah, because I forgot they look the same as other stairs. Like, at least for heretic rigs, you can like see if the stairs you're about to walk onto are gonna get destroyed. But for this one, you can't even see. So that's cool. That's good. Push stairs horizontally can now be used on crossing stairs, and they will flip into normal stairs before being merged. Yeah. The ranks for this one were the reason making droid... Oh, did you make this one? I don't ever look at the creator. No, Dirk on Discord. Wait, is that you? Oh, droid. Oh, I thought this one was droid for a second. Okay. Bionic. Was that the one last one? Yeah. Cyborg with Bionic rank will receive 1 free mana by standing still for a second while out of mana. Okay. I mean, like I said earlier, those ones are... I like the 1 free mana ranks. I think I've never seen one before. It's just like... usually it's like jump on a platform or jump on a stair, so that one's kind of cool, I guess. Builder lasts longer. That doesn't belong at like the... I don't know. Earlier I made a comment, I was like, oh, I feel like this one is usually... like less climbs. Maybe I was wrong about that. Maybe that's always here, but I feel like this one I'd rather have than this one. Should make a 1 mana spell for malware. Is that one of the free? Is that one of the ones that's in? Where is that? Oh, is that one that you're working on right now? Oh. After stream, alright. Let's see, where was I? Oh yeah. Cyborgs with a mechanical rank will have the ability to avoid activating cyborg rigs or scrap stairs while walking onto them. Alright, here it is. Yeah, this is the one that I was, just a couple minutes ago, I was like, you better be able to walk on scrap stairs if you're gonna change the whole staircase to them. There it is. Yeah, okay. Cyborgs with a cybernetic rank will receive 1 mana for activating and breaking, and breaking scrap stairs, yeah. So at the beginning it said that this one's kind of supposed to be like all the other alignments combined, which I can see in a way, or at least it's got all the basic spells. I do agree with that. I don't think it's all the alignments combined, but I mean, you get 6 spells, and they're like 14 alignments or something, so obviously that's not gonna happen. So I think it did a pretty good job. Oh, you're AFK for like for like 30 seconds. All right. Good to have you back. Yeah. Yeah, like this guy was saying, I think it does have a lot of like just generic spells like create stairs, destroy stairs, all that kind of stuff from other alignments. I don't think it is a mix of all the other alignments. It's got its own unique stuff. It's definitely not as unique as like the cook or the tweaker. It's got a lot of same stuff, but I do like it. It's got a lot of that. You can definitely climb the staircase with it. You know, you can make stairs, you can destroy stairs, you can. There's something I made a mental note of later, and I don't remember what it was. Oh, I like this one spell. The only spell I don't like is a speed boost. The repair stairs. Probably wouldn't ever use it. But, I mean, to cancel well, actually, yeah, no, to cancel rigs. So I think this does have utility. Break down and rebuild. This actually has a lot of utility. Other than the speed boost. Push stairs. Yeah. This one, not super strong. Probably wouldn't use it a lot, but definitely situations where it'd be useful. This one I like. I like this one. I mean, a lot of alignments have something like this. This one would just slow you down a little bit, so you probably wouldn't be getting super fast climbs if you're depending on this spell. But, you know, that's okay. Yeah, so I think there's one alignment called Grunt that used a grappling hook, but unfortunately it isn't really complete, and now the creator has quit fandom. Unfortunate. I think an alignment like based around grappling hooks would be cool. Or maybe I'm just taking stuff that I have no idea if that would work at all. But I don't know, I feel like that could be interesting. But yeah. For Cyborg, I'm thinking S, but worse than Tweaker, or A. And then if I put it in A, would it be above or below Cryogen, though? I'm trying to think. What was Cryogen? It was like freezing staircases. I think... It doesn't compare to Tweaker, so I'm going to put it in A, I think. Above Cryogen. Yeah. Legit sounding, as in, like, yeah, I think it has the most A, realistic spells, and B, spells that, like, realistic as in can actually be implemented into the game, and B, actually, like, good spells. The Tweaker had amazing spells. I really love the concept of Tweaker, but it just doesn't fit into the game. So, I don't know. Like, I would love, like, if they were, like if Crazy Stairs was, like, alignments similar to Tweaker, where it's, like, all custom, and you can make all your own alignments and stuff by, like, choosing which rank bonuses you want. I think that'd be great. Just, it doesn't fit with it right now. And then for Cyborg is great with, I mean, it's got everything. You know, with, like, all the different spells. So, it depends. I could demote Tweaker because it's unrealistic. Or I could just put Cyborg behind Tweaker. I don't know. Alright. I'm still putting it above Cryogen, though. Again, like I said, unrealistic, but I would love to see it in. Still, I mean, Tweaker by far, because we're basing this off of legitimacy, so I might even take it down one more, because, I don't know. It's got the spells, it's just those aren't Crazy Stairs, but, like, it's not Crazy Stairs. So we'll put it in B, I guess, for now. Where do we put it? Probably ahead of Timekeeper. I don't like Timekeeper. And do we put it? I'll put it here, just for now. Again, we might move it later. Because I do like it better than Cook, but well, I don't know, because Cook had really unrealistic with the food truck too. That's not a thing that would fit in Crazy Stairs right now. A lot of these have spells that I like, but they're not, like, they just wouldn't make any sense in Crazy Stairs. So, I don't know. I'll keep this for now, and then we'll come back to it later. How long have I been going for? We've been going for an hour and a half, and we're only now just getting done with the first row. So we'll probably go this is gonna have to be more than 1 or 2 streams, I think. Or maybe I just need to stop being so slow. I don't know. But yeah, we definitely won't get done with all this today. Hopefully we can get up to, like, Rogue or Engineer at least. But, yeah, let's start with Fuser. Another alignment meant to have freedom with their choices like Keeper and Archon. Archon? Probably Archon. Here's another one made by Dirk. All Infected and Randomizer are short. Alright. Yeah, hopefully, maybe let's try to get to the end of the second row. If that doesn't take another hour and a half. Let's try to speed up. Actually, I think Tweaker just slowed us down because it had like 15 paragraphs. But here you go. Fuse the stair you're standing on and the stair horizontally with a menu. Yeah. I mean, like I was saying, I love the concept of Tweaker. It's just, it doesn't fit. But, alright. Fuse the stair you're standing on and a stair horizontally with a menu similar to Keeper's. Fusing stairs in opposite directions will create cross stairs similar to chameleon spells. Fuse. So, wait, does it... I don't get it. Does it... One of them has to move. Which one moves? I don't know. Same as fuse horizontally, but we'll move the stairs as a rotation again. So, okay, I can see that one. It, like, rotates them and then puts them into two. It, like, puts 2 stairs into 1, I guess. So that's kind of cool. Same as horizontal fusing, but we'll move upwards. Fusion spells will temporarily ghost stairs. This one makes Thief's remove spell into an alignment, which I really like. Alright. I don't know which... I have no idea what spell that is. But, maybe after this one I'll go look at it. Same as fuse horizontally, but we'll move the stairs as a rotation instead. I read that one. Fusion spells will temporarily ghost stairs that are moving into to prevent flinging or getting stuck in them. Undo fusion undoes a fusion on a staircase. You will not be able to tell if a fusion is active on a staircase unless they are crossed. You can use it on a staircase that hasn't been fused yet. It will do nothing. It'll still cost 1 mana. There'll probably be like a rank later that'll let you see it. And then... Oh, this one is supposed to be down here. Wait, what? No. Duplicator. This spell... Whoops. This spell will create a duplicator stair at an arrow. You can stand on this stair. Using any spell that moves the stair will create a copy of the stair, which will also be a duplicator stair. If spells that don't move it are used on it, like flipping it, it becomes a normal stair. Oh no, more formatting issues. Oh wait. Oh, it says the same thing twice. Can I change this? I want to see the whole page, but, you know, good enough. Oh. Yep. There you go. Okay, actually, I put watch this page on. I don't actually want to watch this page, but, you know, it's okay. Undo fusion. Oh, wait, no, we already read that one. So, create stairs. Any spell that moves the stair will just create a copy of it. That's actually really cool, I think. Like flipping it becomes a normal stair, and the effect that was attempted will be applied. These stairs cannot be forced. I don't know what that means. This will make the above stair a duplicated stair. The same effects apply to it. When you use the spell, the stair will temporarily become move-throughable. And I like that one too. duplicator, kind of generic. Well, all of them. I don't know. I feel like also it'd be cool if, because all of the ultimate spells for all classes follow the same format. It'd be cool if each one had like kind of different, because like, I don't know. It'd be cool if each one had different ranks, like completely unique ranks, and ultimate spells, but I can see how that would be difficult from a design perspective to make sure that you're not conflicting with any of the other classes and still creating like actually engaging stuff for your own. But anyway, for 60 or 90 seconds, you can build as many duplicator stairs as you want. Touching this rig will randomly fuse the stair with another stair. Huh, okay, that one's kind of cool. We'll make all stairs duplicator stairs. That sounds really fun. What if you got like a server like full of keepers, and then you did that, and then you switched to keeper, and you know you had all the keepers going around duplicating all the stairs. Fuse all stairs. Half of the stairs will fuse with nearby stairs. By using the shared spell, all 8 drones will enter infusers mode. Infuser. I know it. I don't know why I keep reading that one. And then for ranks, you receive bonus mana while drones are in infuser mode. Restore your mana with ultimate. Creating cost stairs when fusing will give 1 mana back. I like that one. That's probably the most original 1 mana. This one made making chemist a little bit of an issue. Are we gonna get to chemist? No. Chemist. Oh, the chemist ranks. Yeah, because I suppose it's probably harder to make unique custom alignments than it is to make like for like Sleazel to make his actual real alignments, because you gotta compete with all of these. And for Sleazel, he can use custom alignments like ranks if he wants. He just has to make sure he's not like reusing his old stuff that he's already made. But for whenever you're making these custom alignments, you got to make sure you're not like reusing stuff from any of these. Luckily, I have the power of reality. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. That gives you, like I was saying, yeah, I think this one, it's not necessarily gives you 1 mana, like jump on a platform, get a mana, but I do like this one, because it actually has to do with your spells, like you're actually using your spells to get your mana. And like I said, I don't know, I just like the 1 mana ranks. Undo fusion is reduced to 0 mana. Players will be able to see which stairs are currently fused, so, because there's the undo fusion spell, and you won't know, like if you horizontally fuse them and then they... Oh wait, was that a different class? Hold on. Oh, yeah. You could like unfuse stairs and then like expand them out. Like you could store multiple stairs in the same intersection and then like unfuse them, which is kind of cool. Cementer. You got Stroop waffles. Congratulations. Is that what percent more CPS does that give you? %. Cool. Duplicator lasts 50% longer. Players at the Uniter rank will have a switch to not activate Duplicator stairs duplication effect when fusing them with other stairs. Huh, so you could fuse duplication stairs with like rigs, or maybe not, maybe it would convert back, I don't remember. That'd be kind of cool. Amalgamator. Players with this rank will regain 1 mana when duplicator stairs duplicate. Only the first time per branch. So you can't like just keep duplicating the same stair over and over and over again and keep getting like infinite mana. So that one's applicable. I like it. I like a lot of the spells. I think it would work really well with Keeper, obviously, because like a lot of its stuff was like duplicator spell. You move it and then you get more stuff. So I think it'd work well in a team with Keeper. I'm going to go look at that remove Keeper spell you mentioned. So yeah, we'll probably put that higher than B. I think I like that one. What did I yeah, that's what I meant. I probably said Keeper, didn't I? Yes. Oh yeah. Ever since the new update, you can't switch to chameleon mode if you're none. A thief. Wait, no. Nope. Cross stairs. Oh. Yeah, I do remember this one. Yeah. That is cool. Yeah. And I think, and also, I like that, with the, merging, cause, like, just move it, cause, Keeper, that's good to, you know, like, move the stairs. Obviously, that applies here, too. And then with the duplicator, if you, like, team up with Keeper, I think that'd be really good. So, I'll put it above, I'm trying to think. It's in between Cryogen and Cyborg, I think. Our alignments. But where specifically? Probably not S tier, I think, because like it can't do anything with oh no, it can do stuff. I was about to say it can't do anything with its duplication, but it can, because it can move stairs with its fusing. But how often is that actually going to be useful, I wonder, with... Because, like, when are you going to use stairs? When are you going to go on stairs, duplicate them, and then end up being back where those original stairs were to go up them again? Like, you may as well just move them. So I think I'll put it above, in A tier, above Cryogen. Alright. Whoops. Alright, moving on to Infected. I think I did read this one, actually. Like months ago or years ago. If I recall correctly, its whole thing is just turn other people into the Infected. Introduction. Basically a nun-like spell. 2020 alignment. This alignment only has one spell. Infect stairs. This allows you to infect normal stairs so that when someone walks on them, they automatically morph into the infected alignment. After walked on, stairs become normal again. This spell cannot be used on rigs. No ultimate spells. Yeah, so we're actually going to put this one below the Magic Man, which is really sad because it was like 2/3 of the way done. Alright, moving on. Hyperactive. Actually, no, maybe I should make a new tier for alignments that just, like, have absolutely zero... I don't know how to make a new tier, actually. Oh, wait. Add a row below. How do I... Let's see. New. Useless. And then we'll make it... What color do I make it? The color should be flipped. Okay, that's actually really annoying me now. Hold on, give me a second. Oh yeah, gray. But I still have to flip these colors because it's really annoying me all of a sudden. Give me a second. Wait. Yeah, there you go. Is that the wrong shade of green? Yeah, that's the shade of green we're looking for. Okay, there you go. Yeah, for all the classes that just are just there to be there for no reason. Alright. Being fast as Flip, the hyperactives were made for speed, being able to break through stuff and teleport at incredible speeds, and able to allow others to do the same. However, because of this, they require high amounts of mana. Select a direction, then warp in that direction, destroying any stairs, warps, barriers, etc. Can only be cast on platforms. I like that. So it's kind of like hacker. Yeah. This spell's it's like in between. Actually, I don't know. This one's probably better than Spectre. Can you? Hold on, I gotta look at something really fast. As Spectre, can I, if I make a wall, can I teleport through the wall? Yes. Okay, I didn't think you could do that. So, I was gonna say this one's actually better than Spectre, but yeah, no, this is kind of just like upgraded hacker, but worse than Spectre still. Upon use, create a field around you that grants 75% speed buff to you and people using hyperactive or muggle alignments, and a 25 speed buff to anyone not using those alignments. Cost 5. This costs 5. Or 4 of kinetic rank. Whoops. And you know, I already don't like speed spells. I think it's okay for the muggle because it's just like a constant thing. I don't have to worry about it. Cool thing about this one was that there was a community post where icons were made for this one. Yeah, I did notice. I do like the icon for this one. It's quite cool. I don't like speed spells. I think it's okay for muggle because that's like I don't have to focus, but I think a speed shell for the spells. Where can I see those? Probably have to go looking for it. Maybe I'll go look for it after. In the discussions. Yeah, we'll look at those after. Again, like I said, I don't like speed spells, but if the whole alignment is based around speed, I suppose it's okay. Select a direction, then continue to warp in that direction with an interval of 3 seconds each warp until you jump again. Okay. Cool. 4, again, this is expensive. Upon use, creates an electric staircase granting 50% speed buff to people on it. After 7 seconds, it becomes a normal staircase. That one's fine. I like that one. Upon use, all staircases connected on the platform you're on will be an electric staircase. Wait, what? Well, wait, this one costs less than just... Oh, I guess... Okay, yeah, it costs less than creating an electric stair because... this one's creating a stair, which is always expensive. So I can see having... The thing is, for others... alignments, but they have like special create stair spells, and there's still 3, so I think... But since this one downgrades to 3, it's okay. So yeah, I'm actually fine with those. I do like those. Upon use, create a wormhole between the plate you're on and a random plate in the next level. And I do love teleportation, so I do like that one. Ludicrous speeds. Upon use, gain a 2 times speed boost and have your jumping condition, or cooldown. Quick warp is available by jumping in any direction, and its warp is twice as fast. But, see, this one only lasts for 30 seconds, and it costs 5 tokens. That's how much you make in one climb. In Pro Tower. So the only way you could justify using that spell is if you're okay with losing tokens just to, you know, like have a fun climb. So this, I think, one is at least in terms of this specific ultimate spell, not very applicable. Well, it depends. For like races and stuff, actually, that makes sense. But for just like casual play, there's no reason to use it because you will always... It's impossible to profit tokens at that point. You'll always either break even if you're on Pro Tower or lose tokens if you're on casual. This is a rig spell, and it will rig all normal stairs one by one with kilowatts. The stairs, once triggered, will allow players that aren't a muggle or hyperactive to cast Quick Warp for 1 mana, however they only have 3 seconds to do so. Is Quick Warp the one... Which one's that? This first one. Okay. So then that'd probably be a thing. Because I think one of the other alignments said it takes like 2 seconds to climb upstairs. So you would have to either go on the stairs to get the effect and then cast it on the level you were already on, or you can just walk up the stairs and cast it at the very top. This is an event spell. Upon use, everyone will get a random speed boost from 50% faster to twice as fast. Everyone's speed boost will be re-rolled after 3 seconds and will keep re-rolling at intervals of 3 seconds until the event ends after 21 seconds. Okay, yeah. That one's only 2 tokens. This is an event spell and will cause every normal stair to turn into an electro stair that lasts 10 times as long. Okay, that's pretty cool, but again, 5 tokens. Not gonna use that in like a climb, unless I'm like in a race or something. And even then, actually, this guy probably wouldn't be good for races. Well, you can speed yourself. You could probably only use spells that speed yourself up, but that makes everybody faster. And some of your spells, like the ludicrous speeds, you can't cast any other spells during that. So I think it's similar to like the hacker thing, the hacker speed hack. Oh wait, the speed hack. Why do I have... What's this? They changed it. Oh! You can cast escalators as when you're speed hacking now as hacker. I didn't know that. I feel like I remember you mentioning something about how they changed it, but I never actually went and checked. So I'm still probably never going to use that unless there's like a straightaway of like 6 stairs with no blocking stairs. Still probably never going to use it, but that's... I mean, hey, it's a lot better than what it was before. But anyway. They can make temporary kinetic fields and rig stairs with kilowatt. So I think that making temporary kinetic fields thing is actually pretty cool. For the drones mode. Gain bonus mana whenever the drones are in hyperactive mode. Gain an additional 25% speed boost when using electro stairs. So I wonder if that is additive, like because you get like a 75% buff. I wonder if that goes to like whatever that'd be, like 0.75 times 0.25. Oh no, that's way less. So yeah, I guess it's additive. So you probably go twice as fast on electro stairs with that rank then. Teleportations are 90% faster. Reaching the edge of the tower while hyperjump is active causes you to go backwards. There's a new feature you can toggle. There's also a new feature you can toggle where hitting a stair facing your direction while hyperjump is active also allows you to go up the stair up to twice. However, it increases hyperjump's cost by 2. You can only turn this on or off at the bottom of the tower. And then I guess that cost would reset whenever you win or touch the bottom. So that's pretty cool, actually. I do like that. Ludicrous speeds, twice as long. Quick warp, create electro stairs. Kinetic field and hyperjump cost 1 less mana, and quick warp can now destroy cursed stairs. So that's pretty good for Pro Tower. Architect. It has architect spells. Architects will be able to cast these spells when hyperactive is selected. Creates a kinetic field on the platform that lasts for 10 seconds. Can only be casted on platform centers. and creates an electric staircase, granting a 50% speed buff to people on it. After 7 seconds, it becomes. So that's the same one as we already saw. Oh, wait a minute. Twice as long. Okay, they changed it. So I think that one's good. Almost top tier, yeah. Well, I don't know. It's really fast. Okay, you probably get like ridiculously fast climbs with this. It doesn't act. Well, no, it does. I was about to say it doesn't actually have that much in, like, actually climbing, but you can create. Yeah, no, actually, I do like this. Is it above a cyborg though? Is the question. What did cyborg do? I think it is. I think it's above cyborg. But I don't know. Cyborg has. I can't. Cyborg had. I don't even remember what Cyborg had. Oh yeah, it was with like the broken stairs and stuff. Cyborg is just all around good. And then Hyperactive is good at one specific thing that would get you just ridiculously fast climbs. We could put it like equal to Cyborg. Like we could put it here. We could just say like, I don't know. That's tricky. I'm gonna put it there for now because not only does it have spells that can like actually help you climb the tower, but it'll let you do it super fast. So, and then Cyborg, it had good spells, but your climbs, I think lower because Crazy Stairs does require some waiting. But for like Muggle, like my Muggle playthroughs, I don't really, well, no, that's not true. I wait at the top for my Muggle playthroughs, but like Necromancer, I do not stop moving my entire like if I'm playing Necromancer, I don't stop moving the entire time. I have W key held the whole time. That's why I have like my fastest climb is Necromancer because you don't stop moving. But that's only Necromancer. So, yeah, we could put it. I can see how it would be lower though. Like that does make sense. I think it's still S tier though, but I'll put it behind Cyborg. Cause yeah, waiting's a pretty common theme in all of the classes, but for like Muggle. One thing I think is funny, by the way, is there seems to be an excessive amount of blue alignments. Oh yeah, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. That the Magic Man is like a shade of like really light blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 there, and then there are a couple I didn't count. Like I didn't count Droid, but that's probably like technically blue. So yeah, there's also a lot of, or there's a couple red. Yeah, it's interesting. And then yeah, we will go fake spliced stairs. Wow, that's a lot. Patron just got updated. What? What changed about Patron? Can I see? No, I want to see like the page history. How do I? Oh, here it is. History. Just 2 days ago. They added, like, creates. Oh, okay, whatever. Oh, the new spell. I forgot about that. Where is? How do I? Here's you again. What do I? Where's it called? It's probably hyperactive. Oh wait. Oh yeah. See all results for hyperactive. Posts. Blog photos. Where do I? I did spell this right. Yeah, I spelled it right. Fairly Odd Parents jump scare. Yeah, this is never actually related. It says related community. It's never actually related to to what you're looking at. Yeah, I can't find the spell images, which is quite sad. Yeah, I know. I went on discussions. There's posts. I went on posts and blogs. Oh, and here's everything. Is it this? No, this is like a person. And then I went on discussions, and is there like a different search for discussions? View. Condensed. Oh, I can't, okay. How long ago is it? Because this is like really high up on the list. Am I gonna have to scroll through 15,000 posts to find it? Oh, no. Oh, here it is. Huh. Yeah, and these like look like they'd be in the game too. Quick warp, hyper jump with the little infinity sign, kinetic field, create elector. Yeah, no, these look really good. Huh. Alright. Well, moving on. Randomizer. Oh. Okay. Is it useless though? Do we put it in useless? Because technically, you could get a really good spell. Maybe we just put it like at the very back of not useless, or it is completely useless. I don't know. I'm gonna put it in useless because nobody would ever actually use it. But that is subject to change. We can change it later if we want. Okay. Yeah, I'd probably play it once and I'm like, oh wow, this is horrible, and then never play it again. Alright. I don't know, maybe it'd be fun to do like, get a server together of like 6 people all using random, and you race and everybody's using random. You know, yeah, no, we'll put it at the very back of D. Just because of that one reason. The founder of this one is canonically Dan. Alright. Oh, Rogue. Oh, our founder's quote, Dan. Yeah. Stop calling it an alignment. It's not an alignment. An alignment that focuses on getting up with speed while messing up the staircase's order and escaping from others, similar to Muggle except weaker. And includes spells. Okay. It is good for getting away from others and going fast, but it can be hard to learn due to cooldowns and limited options in some scenarios. I saw something somewhere recently where it's saying, oh yeah, I think in the Crazy Stairs wiki, on the Crazy Stairs Discord server, the Sleazel was talking about, oh, maybe in Crazy Stairs 2 we'll have cooldowns instead of like mana costs, which honestly I'd prefer mana costs. I think the mana costs are better, but just personally. But here we go. Dodge. If used on an arrow, Yeah, they did say that. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, I search cooldown, and then it's just the broken drone announcing that the cooldowns on on spells are over. Let's see. I think it was in. I don't know. Oh wait, Cecil just had an announcement from Friday, 4th of April. Until I will be on holiday. Oh, I thought he was going to announce. I'll start working on 4.1 after Easter. Cool. CS2. Okay, oh, I gotta search from. How do I search from a specific person? Here it is. Wait. I know you can. Threads. Oh, here it is. I think it was in this one. Cooldown. No, in announcements. In I didn't know I had a wiki page. Anyway, I give up. I don't even know why I was trying to pull it up. I know I read it. I definitely read it. I don't know why I'm trying to. Oh, yeah, no, they said it. I'm proving they said it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just wasting time. But here we go. If used on an arrow, the player skips forward across a gap if there is one. If used on an arrow before stairs, the player skips to the top of the stairs, evading through things such as rigs or damaged stairs. Does not work if there are blocking stairs in the way. I like that spell. That's a pretty good one. Teleport to a random place on the next layer up. Player fades away and reappears in the location they teleport to. Spell has a cooldown of 10 seconds. So I suppose that would be something like a little like horizontal, like a little transparent like line, like going down the box, or like a little number above it. Strike. The above stairs are slashed, causing the bottom half of the stairs to disappear for around 10 seconds, glowing a dark gray color. This allows the player to get through and can be climbed by anyone. At villain rank, the stairs will become drained after the bottom half appears, so I suppose we'll have to read later about what drained stairs are. Yeah. Mana Expel. On use, the player's walk speed is increased to 20, and the jump speed cooldown is decreased to 1.75 for 10 seconds, instead of 16 and 2, but spells are disabled during this time. I'm not going to use that. So that's 10 seconds I can't cast spells for. So I'd only want, and what, so I guess it kind of like, man, how fast do you go as Muggle? What's the, final Muggle speed after like all the upgrades? Does it say on here? No, it just gives us percents. Okay, we're gonna have to go read through all. No, we'll just go look on the Muggle page. We'll see. We'll find out what the final speed for Muggle is, and we'll come because I don't know how fast 20 is. So let's go see the ranks and perks. Increased to have their walk speed increased to 20.8, and their jump, what was it? And just their jump cooldown. So I suppose more stair jump attempts, and then you go just slightly slower than max rank Muggle. So but not being able to cast spells for 10 seconds is not great, but I feel like it should also give you, it's called Mana Expel. Oh, well, no. I was like, it's called Mana Expel, it should give you mana. I forgot what expel means. Stair Drain. Used on the arrow before a stair or on the stair itself, the stair enters the drained state, giving off a dark gray glow. If the stairs are not cured, the stairs are destroyed after 30 seconds, and the player is granted 1 mana. If used on rigged stairs, the player is granted an extra 1 mana on use, along with the 1 mana after 30 seconds. If these stairs are destroyed by a drone or wicked, the player still earns a mana. if they're not cured. How do you cure stairs? Maybe with like the Keeper Restore spell, probably. Guard. For 10 seconds, the next player or drone to use a spell near you, around half a stair radius for players, full stair radius for drones, has their spell cancelled. Spell can only be activated once per use and has a cooldown of 10 seconds if not triggered and 20 seconds if it was triggered. The player affected is notified that you cancelled their spell. That's kind of cool, I guess, for like offensive stuff. Gazer does something similar to this. Where's Gazer? Alright. Well, I'm about to go read through this whole extra one for, like, in the middle. I was in the middle of Rogue and then I switched to Gazer. I get sidetracked so easily. Actually, security stairs. I'm not gonna read this yet because I want to save it for like whenever I'm actually doing it, which is gonna be in like 3 streams going at the rate we're going. But I accidentally just started recording too. I didn't mean to do that. But that one does sound exciting. Like just the name of the first one, create security stairs, sounds very interesting. So I'm quite excited for that one. All stairs turn into rogue rig stairs. After touching a rogue rig, the player is dodged through the stairs to the platform across from it. All of the stairs are striked. Okay, I'm gonna switch from watching this on computer to on the tablet. All right. And hold on, what does that mean when the stairs are cured? I don't know what cured stairs are. Hold on. If I look up cure, what comes up? Color, just custom classes. I forgot where I was. Oh yeah, strike event. All of the stairs are striked, which lasts until they are cured instead of the usual 10 seconds. I don't know what cured means. Probably just like whenever you try to do something, like when a drone casts something on them, they're cured, or like whenever you cast, if like a player casts a spell on it that doesn't destroy it, probably, or something, I don't know. Drain event. All stairs become drained stairs, which disappear randomly after 30 to 40 seconds. The player is not granted mana for this. Oh, yeah, no, that'd be if you just like destroyed the entire staircase. And got a ton of mana. Well, it'd probably be... Well, yeah, that'd probably honestly be more effective than just using your... whatever one of your spells gives you instant mana, because then you could, like... Because that only gives you as much mana as you have capacity for. This one, you could probably just have infinite mana for, like, a couple of seconds. Because, like, the stairs would just keep getting destroyed. And then just the generic ones. A Z trigger is added. The Z trigger at 6 climbs. A Z trigger is added to avoid rogue rigs. Welcome back. We're reading the ranks. A Z trigger is added to it. Yeah, this is a Z trigger is added at 6 climbs. A Z trigger is added to avoid rogue rigs. When activated, rogue rigs will be ineffective toward the player. Actually, yeah. Whenever I was reading rogue rigs, I was like, "Oh, that's like a good one. Why would you not want to touch those?" But that could be kind of annoying. It's kind of like the hacker rig, where it like teleports you randomly. That could be good, but maybe sometimes there's like a clear path up and you don't want to activate them. Stair drain costs 0 mana instead of 1. Dodge costs 1 mana instead of 2. So spell lasts longer. Stairs affected by the strike spell will become drained stairs after recovering from the strike, allowing the player to earn 1 mana from it after 30 seconds. So that's like long-term planning there. Like, you strike the above stairs, you walk through them, and then 40 seconds later you get 1 mana. Because then you have to wait for the strike spell, then wait 10 seconds, becomes drain stairs, and then 30 seconds later then you get your 1 mana. A new trigger, most likely X, called Excess Expel, is added to change how rogues' spells work. When activated, the cost of all rogue spells is increased by 1, but they're more effective in return. Dodge, 2 mana. Teleportation is almost instant, 300 times speed. So yeah, we have 4 mana spells here because it increases the 3 mana ones from 4 mana. Teleportation is almost instant, 300% speed, and cooldown is decreased from 2.5. I think it was 10 before, wasn't it? Yeah. Wait, no. Yeah, cooldown of 10 seconds. So that, what? What did I just do? That decreases the the cooldown by 4 times. Do not show options. What is this? Oh, I refreshed the page. Okay. Bonus mana while drones are in rogue mode. Oh wait, I already read all that. I just scrolled to a random spot and started reading. Be gone. Teleportation is almost instant, 300 times speed. Oh, I already read that one too. Slash stairs lasts for 5 seconds, so you can go through them faster. Or so, like, you can go through them and then you have to wait for less time to be able to go up. And become drained stairs that last for 15 seconds. Which usually they last for 30 seconds. So that's cool. Manix, because then you get 1 mana after that finishes. Manix spell. Walk speed becomes... So that's the Muggle max speed, and the jump cooldown, that's probably what Muggle is. Yeah, identical to Muggle's Cecil rank, and it lasts for 20 seconds. That's 20 seconds where you can't cast spells. Yeah, it's 20 seconds where you can't cast spells, though. But then, yeah, no, then you could do... It'd be easier to do stair jumps, but you still don't have the jump power of Muggle, so it'd still be a little bit harder. Stair drain. Drain stairs activate instantly, effectively making the cost 0 anyway. It is similar to destroy stairs, but can only be used on normal and rigged stairs. So you can cast this as long as you have a mana. It doesn't cost anything. It just costs a mana. And guard. Guard lasts for 20 seconds, and the cooldown becomes 7.5 under all circumstances. I think the cooldown is 10 if nothing happened, or 20 if the effect actually happens. It's too bad this alignment doesn't turn Crazy Stairs into a roguelite. Yeah. Actually, no, have you ever played the Crazy Stairs, I don't know, oh, hit my microphone, Crazy Stairs RPG on itch.io? Oh, man. Never mind, I guess. Here we go. Yeah, so I never got very far in it. But you come in. It's not here, I'll send the link. Oh wait. There we go. Pin message. Going to forget. I'm sure you'll be fine. You did choose by yourself. If you need help, just good luck. I never got very far in it, but you collect a party, and then each person that you collect is a specific alignment, and they have their own specific spells, and you got to go fight against them. And one of the keeper can move stairs, and then you smash the stairs into the enemy, and it does a ton of damage. But it's interesting. I never got very far in it, but It's interesting. You could go look at it if you want. There's no Linux version, unfortunately, so it looks like I'll have to just keep playing it in the browser. But anyway, getting sidetracked. Yeah, this is interesting. This class or the alignment. I think I like the idea of this assassin, like with the extra things for each spell. But I think again that's a tweaker thing, where like the tweaker, like I have said probably dozens of times at this point, I love the idea of the tweaker. It's too big. I think this same thing kind of here with the assassin. I do like the idea of, oh, you can, each spell does two things. You can choose to make it cost more, but then you get extra effects. I do like that, but I think, again, kind of just, ooh, I don't have my headphones on, so I couldn't actually hear the desktop audio going that whole time. You probably couldn't hear me the whole time. I am sorry about that. I was probably deafening out my voice, but yeah, I think it's just too big for crazy stairs. I like the idea, maybe like some crazy stairs too, but I don't know. So that's gonna. Background music is very quiet, actually. Well, I was looking at my. Yeah, it's not too loud. I was looking at my mixer over here, my audio mixer, and it was like half the volume of my voice. I was like, oh, I was panicking, but I can leave it on if you want. It doesn't matter to me. I can't hear it anyway. My headphones are dead. But so I'll have to put it either low A tier or like B tier, just because this thing, the rogue, probably is more realistic than tweaker, more realistic than cook, less realistic than cryogen, and I feel like the cryogen spells are more in line with the current Crazy Stairs spells. So, yeah, I'll leave it at the top of B tier for now. And we'll move on to engineer. The alignment is very expensive in mana costs, with an average mana cost of 10 out of 10. Home Depot alignment. And some of the spells are timed, but in exchange you get powerful spells that help you get to the winning orb. This is a solo alignment. Program holographic stare. Create a holographic stare that disappears in 10 seconds at the desired direction, not above or under. Cannot replace a stare. If you have innovator rank, you can replace a stare with a normal stare. So, kind of like the one for Spectre, I think, right? The this one, Phantom Stairs, except it lasts longer. Reprogram stare. Much like Keeper, it restores a rigged stare or normal stare, but cannot cure a cursed stare. It also makes the stare a holographic stare, disappearing in 10 seconds, except if you have the programmer rank, the stare disappears in 15 seconds. Once you reach the developer rank, the spell cost would be dropped down to 1. Backdoor. 4 mana spell. Inject a backdoor to the stare above you, making glitchy effects before disappearing. If you have the technologist rank, the spell cost is reduced to 3. Gives you a propeller that lasts for 3 seconds, bringing you up in the air. Of course, you cannot go down with the propeller. If you have the founder rank, the propeller would last for 5 seconds, which is a huge difference. For 4 seconds. So it depends on the speed. Depending on, like, I don't know, how many floors would that bring you up? I suppose it depends on how fast you're going. No way the hacker sanctuary becomes a becomes a spell. Yeah, this hacker's back door. I forgot about that. 6 mana. Hoverboard. Locks your position in a specific y-axis and makes the character ride a hoverboard for 5 seconds, making you unable to go up or down for the duration. This can be really useful to get to other platforms. If you have the designer rank, the hoverboard lasts for 6.25 seconds. So I wonder if you would be able to like go upstairs with it, but I don't know. The one thing I do, it says that it locks you in a specific y-axis, which is one thing, like a lot of games like Minecraft and Roblox, they use the y-axis as elevation, but in real life the y-axis is actually, or this the z. In real life, the z-axis is actually elevation. Just a comment, but yeah, no, 6 men is insane. I feel like that's not even that good. Like the Reaver has a spell like that with the large mirror, similar to that. Probably worse, honestly, because you have to be in your like mirror form to be able to use it. And it does like the same thing. But anyway. First, I do want to go see how much does that spell cost. Giant mirror is 3, and then if you have to convert, then it's 1. So a 3 or 4 mana, depending on the state of your character, for like basically the same thing from Reaver. Mana bot 3000. Sends out a robot from the player that takes mana from mana orbs 100 studs near the player. If you have the programmer rank, the mana bot instead takes mana orbs 125 studs from the player. So that's kind of cool. Oh, well, I suppose it depends on how fast it is. If it's like super slow and it only gets like 2 things, like it's 2 orbs in its entire lifetime, that wouldn't be super useful. But if it can get like a couple orbs, and if it like kind of follows around you, that'd just be kind of cool. 5 mana, and then it goes down 2 at Founder. So I think this one so far is really interesting. This is not, its average mana cost is not 10 out of 10. It doesn't have any 10 mana spell. Oh wait, there's a ranking. I always thought that was like, the average mana cost, like, because normally you have 10 max mana, and I thought this first number was literally the mana number averaged out. But no, that's just like a ranking. And yeah, I would definitely agree with the 10 out of 10 ranking, because all of these are horrendously expensive. For 60 seconds, you can reprogram and create stairs for free. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I just realized that now. I was like, wait a minute, the average spell isn't 10, because there's like 3, because for it to be 10, there'd have to be a bunch of like spells that cost more than 10, or like all of the spells would have to be 10. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I thought too, but that's not how the engineer did it. I don't know. Like the way you were doing it, that's what I thought it was until like just like right now. But anyway, now holographic rig. After touching a rig, the stair becomes holographic and disappears in 10 seconds. This is a rig spell, so it'll rig all stairs. Yeah. A reprogram event. Every stair and rig stair become a holographic stair, which disappears in 15 seconds. Manabot 5000 sends out an upgraded Manabot that takes mana orbs 250 studs near you. Which, it should probably go faster if it like has like a higher radius. Or else it probably won't actually be that much more useful. But anyway. Drones engineer mode. By using this, I feel like the drones engineer mode should have like a special ability because of like the other drones. Like it has other drone related abilities. Yeah, I feel like platforms would be a better measurement. I don't know how big 100 studs is. I don't know how big 250 studs is. But, you know. There's also this mana bot 3000. Give me another. It'd be cool if there's an alignment that was not only like the drones that go up and down and do stuff, but it was like you build drones, kind of. That'd be cool, but I think that'd kind of be in the same vein as Cook, where, yeah, it's cool and it's kind of gimmicky and it's fun, but it's not actually that good. And then, yeah. For our ranks, let's see. Holographic stair cost is reduced to 2. The stairs last for longer, and the mana bot gets a larger range. That is an in-depth rank. That gives you a lot of stuff. Backdoor spell cost is reduced to 3. Hoverboard lasts for an additional 1.25 seconds. Yeah. Reprogram stairs cost is reduced to 1. Program holographic stair can replace a stair with a normal one. That's pretty good, I think. And the propeller lasts 2 seconds longer. You can cast the mana bot for cheaper. And the hoverboard cost is reduced to 5. The hoverboard cost is reduced to 5. I just felt that I had to say that again, just to, Oh, yeah, look, here's somebody complaining about the mana cost, so I think you were right. So, I don't think it is supposed to be a ranking. Context, you can basically cover all of the 26 platforms around you, not including your own when you're in the middle. And then for 250 studs, that'd be like literally your entire floor, and like most of, and like you could say if you were standing in the middle of the tower, if pro tower, so he's saying 100 studs is like, it's like 100 studs from like, if I'm standing in the middle, 100 studs is like from there to there. So if it's 250 studs, that's twice that. So if you took the length of this and multiplied it by 2.5, that's how much vertical distance you have if you're like standing in the very center of the tower, like horizontally and vertically. So you'd just be able to collect like you'd collect like all of the orbs, or all of the mana orbs. The other spells are more physical inventions, which while seeming interesting are kind of an afterthought after the balancing nightmare that is mana bot. So, yeah, it's interesting, but I don't think it's that good, unfortunately. So we'll probably put it maybe our first C tier, or maybe B tier. Maybe we put Timekeeper down to C, and then put this one in B. C tier. Yeah. This is not great. And Timekeeper can stay at the very bottom of B, actually. Oh, where is it? Here it is. C tier. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I don't like this one very much. As long as we keep chasing the orb, we will suffer in our inability to get it. Reject the orb and turn to us. That's interesting. Oh wait, this was made, from what I remember, this one's very OP. Good to know. This one's made by the same guy who just... So, hold on. Listen to this. This is made by the same guy who was just yelling at the guy who made Engineer about... Oh, whoops. So, Engineer, mana cost, right? 10 out of 10. And then the guy who made this one was yelling at the guy who made Engineer, saying, that's not how mana cost works. And then the same guy who's just yelling at the guy who made Engineer for his mana cost comes out and makes a 13 average mana alignment. So... Oh, 40 mana... Wait, what? Okay, hold on. We gotta read. Okay, it just, like, this one just, it doesn't, its mana works differently, I guess. This is obtained as soon as you become the alignment. It's unlocked by default. Your starting mana capacity is reduced to 8, regardless of what capacity boosting effects you have. Any excess mana that you collect, and I mean any, will increase your capacity until you complete the climb or change your alignment up to 50. You cannot use your spawn room to increase your capacity this way. Being pranked or free-falling more than one floor will grant you 5 mana, which can increase your capacity if excess. Your starting mana is not limited once you reach the monk rank. Blessed Platform, 40 mana. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this is a passive spell. Okay. This is obtained as soon as you become the alignment. The platform that you use on this will begin to glow yellow, and any Saint users that touch it will be counted as the platform that you use this on will begin to glow yellow, and any Saint users that touch it will be counted as completing a climb. It will last for 60 seconds before becoming a normal platform again. If you use a blessed platform to win, it will become a dark blue for the rest of its lifetime on your end, meaning you cannot reuse the same platform that you placed down. Once you reach awakened rank, you may reuse the same blessed platform once before it becomes locked. So each one twice. We're only 2 spells in, and I'm already thinking of all the different ways you could use this. Drag Stairs. This can only be executed on regular stairs. Upon its casting, you will gain 4 mana, and the stairs will perform a down movement. You will gain 4 mana, and the stairs will perform a down movement. This cannot be performed if the stairs you are attempting to move would collide with the floor. This would also not be performable both on cursed stairs and if it were to collide with them if you have a rank lower than apathetic. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. Oh, wait, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one only has 4 spells because the first one is passive. The stairs that you execute this spell on will begin to sweep through an orbit around the ring of the tower. Stairs on the edges will take the longest to perform their movement, as they have to sweep through all other stairs. Wait. Yeah, and this one, we can't put it in useless tier because it's a fully developed thing. It's got all of its own spells, but yeah. The stairs that you execute this spell on will begin to sweep through an orbit around the ring of the tower. Stairs on the edges will take the longest to perform their movement, as they have to sweep through all other stairs on the edge. Stairs on the middle will take the shortest to perform their movement, as they only have to sweep through 3 other stairs before returning to their first position. Any stairs that your journeying stairs sweep through will be destroyed, but will stop attempting to perform their orbit if they were to collide with cursed stairs. This restriction is removed once you reach the rank of apathetic. This can be executed on any stairs, though can only be executed on cursed stairs if you're ranked apathetic or higher. The set of stairs that the spell moves will do so twice as fast once you reach the rank of charitable. And Leap of Faith for 6 mana. When this spell is executed on an outer platform, you will be teleported down to the first floor. You gain 2 mana for every floor that you went down this way. If you were to use Leap of Faith while a Saint Trampoline... What? A Saint Trampoline? Is below... Wait, if you were to use Leap of Faith while a Saint Trampoline is below your platform, you will still gain the mana, but do not lose any progress. Wait. Okay, man. So first, I gotta figure out what a Saint Trampoline is, first of all. Hold on. There's only one match. There's no other... Okay, here we go. Okay, it's... It's an ultimate spell. Okay, we'll get to it later. This ultimate is timed and represents an extended version of Journeying Stairs. Upon being executed, jumping on any stairs will cause them to begin orbiting their ring within the tower until they reach their first position. Any stairs that are in the way will be destroyed. 60 or 90 seconds. Once you retrieve the greedy rank, you will gain 10 mana whenever somebody casts Pilgrimage. Yeah, you gain... Okay, that kind of makes sense, actually. You gain 10 mana. The stairs that this spell moves will do so twice as fast once you reach the Charitable rank. Orbiting stairs can only be and destroy cursed stairs once you reach the Apathetic rank. That's oddly familiar to a droid spell. That's one of the ones you made. You made droid, didn't you? Yeah. Okay. Stair Lower Rig. This is a rig ultimate and will rig all stairs one by one with Stair Lower. These rigs, once triggered, we already know what they do. I'm not reading that again. Or you may choose not to trigger it after you reach Imperfect. That's the only extra information. This spell represents an extended version of Leap of Faith. The spell will place one-time use trampolines around the outer platforms of the tower, which can only be seen by Saint players. If a Saint were to use Leap of Faith onto one of the trampolines, they will lose no floors but gain the mana that they would have. The trampolines do not despawn until a Saint uses Leap of Faith onto them. Okay. I don't think that fits with the dynamic of the class. For this to work, you have to be at the top of the tower. And the whole point of this is you're not supposed to climb. You're supposed to go up a little bit and then go right back down. This benefits you for being near the top of the tower. So I don't think that one fits, but it's interesting, I guess. This is really interesting rank names. We'll get to that later. Once you reach the rank of Suffering, you gain bonus mana while in this mode. Okay. If anyone casts a Pilgrimage spell, you gain 10 mana, which can convert to capacity. The spell Journeying Stairs and subsequent ultimates that make use of it move twice as fast. Okay. You may choose not to trigger below stair lower rigs. Cursed stairs may now be moved and destroyed by Journeying Stairs or Drag Stair spells. Your Pilgrimage spell now lasts 50% longer. Your starting mana capacity is no longer locked at 8, 10 being 10 normally and can be up to 22 with game passes. That one's actually really good. And you may now use a Blessed platform twice before being locked out of using it. Now, here, I noticed something up here. Being pranked or free-falling more than one floor will grant you 5 mana. So does this, if I were to do this, I can't do it in, I'll have to go into Classic Tower, because it won't work in Pro Tower. And you may already be able to see what I'm going to do here. If I come over here, and I put like, wait, am I going faster? Wait, does Patron have a speed buff? I feel like I was going faster for some reason, but anyway. Does this count as being pranked multiple times? Toidle King pranked Toidle King. Doesn't look like it. So I think each prank can only be affected once. Because I was going to say, if each time you get pranked, you get 5 mana, you could do that 6 times or 7 times, and then get less platform, and then immediately be able to go through, and it'd take like 2 seconds to max it out. Now, I do like, so, I like these ideas that aren't similar to what Crazy Stairs has at the moment. I like the tweaker, as I've said 50,000 times already. I like the idea of an alignment that has to do with your mana capacity. I think only one alignment, if there were multiple alignments that changed around with your mana capacity, I think that'd be too much. I think one alignment is good, but it doesn't fit into Crazy Stairs right now. I think it'd be cool if, there were, some separate Crazy Stairs, a different, I don't know. But, right now, all the alignments all kind of have similar but different spells. It'd be cool if each alignment was not only based on different spells, but completely different concepts. Like right now, Wicked destroys stairs, Patron creates stairs, right? But, this one, the whole concept is changing your mana. Your Banker and Tank alignments have mana gimmicks, but aren't as big. Yeah, I think that's interesting. I think mana changing is interesting, but it shouldn't be, a whole theme. I think it's interesting to have a bunch of different alignments, kind of like the fan-made alignments, where each one is based off of a completely different concept. And then we wouldn't be ranking it off of, how legit is this? How legitimate is this? No, this is D tier, because obviously this will never be added into Crazy Stairs. It'd be cool if there was no ranking it on legitimacy, because everything is completely different in every way. But I also appreciate the current Crazy Stairs layout, where every class is kind of similar with the same structure of spells, but then each one still does a different thing. But on legitimacy, yeah, I think we kind of got to put this in D. That would never be added to, has nothing to do with Saint. Put it in bottom for ideas, yeah. Because, actually, I was just looking at D, and I was like, should we put it in D, actually? Because right now, in D, we have the Magic Man, which was undone, and Random, which is just completely horrible. Engineer and Saint don't fit into Crazy Stairs, but, they actually have real ideas behind them. These bottom 3 are, yeah. So, yeah, that makes sense. I think I like that ranking better, actually. So, that's good. And then Detective, yeah, we're heading up on the 3-hour mark here, so we'll do Detective, and then I think I'm gonna have to end the stream, unfortunately. We got through 2 rows, so we'll probably have 1 stream Wednesday, Tuesday, probably Wednesday, and then 1 more to wrap it up for these bottom 2 rows. So, for now, though, let's finish up Detective. Oh, the literal owner of the wiki made this one. All right. I was looking for the creator, and I didn't see it up here. I just got lore. Okay, I guess I'll read this. This is a lot of words, though. I'm not good at words. All right, let's see. As soon as Detective caught wind of this crazy theory of crazy stairs, crazy staircase, crazy stairs, crazy theory of a staircase in space, they decided to have a look for themselves. In fact, they were not disappointed when the long row of stairs presented itself in front of their eyes, but instead, curiously, they began to analyze every little movement that the said stairs were making. The first thing they noticed were the drones moving around, which they assumed were used to run the place. It was still not clear to them how they were automated. They waited and waited, scribbled down each new event, making assumptions, and finally coming to a conclusion. Detective has the brilliant idea of studying one of the drones up close for research purposes, but there's no secret that they were also trying to better understand what they called the facility. The result of these reckless decisions led to an important discovery as they were carried aloft by the drone to the top of the tower. I actually tried doing that once, one of my first Crazy Stairs playthroughs. I was doing casual tower, and I was on floor like 18, and there was a drone coming up, and I tried to jump onto the drone, and I fell straight through it, and I was so mad. But anyway, they were carried aloft by the drone itself to the top of the staircase tower where the blinding sphere was freely moving around. I know, tragic story. It is also another matter that during this flight, a moving staircase was able to pass straight through the drone, so much that the detective came very close to reaching the ground themselves. They could not get off the drone fast enough. The movement it neared one of the upper platforms, and the bright orb made sure to divert their attention elsewhere. Only the slightest contact with the mysterious object brought them back down to the bottom of the tower, so perhaps they had gotten too close with their magnifying glass. This coincidence called for a thorough examination of the staircase, and again, all over again, and yet again. And by the way, this one made making mathematician rank names difficult. Alright, I'll be sure to pay close attention to the names. Fast learner that they were, each attempt to reach the top taught them new ways to climb more efficiently. The stairs, the drones, and the orb, you can't use the drone to climb, were all worth the effort to get through the investigation. Detective was not able to ride the drones a second time. What? Okay. But they still occasionally got a helping hand for a few floors with no stair accidents. Although the drones had no hands, they appreciated the help. They also took notes of the stairs. They caught changing color and behavior, such as the green ones that gave them more IQ. Okay. Yeah. They could ask the drones to make better use of them after noting down a few cases. Detective takes pride in solving the mystery at hand, but they fear someone else might beat them to it, so they take precautions to prevent that from happening. Should anyone else begin to interfere with that unknown spherical object, Detective is willing to momentarily stop the investigation if that means no one else gets to it first. Eventually, they were exhausted by all the sleuthing, I think, and they had to unravel the rest of the mystery the old-fashioned way. Introduction. Detective is the perfect class for sleuthing. Legend has it that Muggle, tired of suffering, decided to put a robe on in order to understand why it was difficult to climb ahead unprepared. We can consider this to be the reason they got slowed down. And if we believe in legends, then Detective is not actually casting spells. What are they doing exactly? Okay. Doing this action will cause the closest drone to move to a position that's just I think this is one of the ones I've read before, actually, now that I think about it. Doing this action will cause the closest drone to move to a position just below the player's platform, allowing them to jump onto it. The drone will then travel upward for one floor before taking off by itself. A longer ride will cause the player to fall through. Only the alignment detective may take advantage of this. Anyone else who doesn't fit will not collide. I was considering doing the same joke with the chemist, but decided not to with the yeah. Investigate stairs. Using investigate stairs will cordon I don't know how to say that, man. Difference between magic and science. Yeah, hold on. I'm not good at English. Oh, I don't have my headphones turned on. Hold on. Give me a second.
Cordon.
Okay. Using investigate stairs will cordon off the target stair, making it immune to any other effects and inaccessible to anyone else except the detective until the investigation is over. This will not work if the stair has been altered in any way in the last 3 minutes. In the air, this looks like a normal stair. If the player is unable to collect any more evidence, then can't hold more evidence will show up instead. Oh wait, what? This action is necessary in order to gather evidence. Players morphed into detective may only have one ongoing investigation at a time. Investigator can have up to 3. Cursed stairs are off limits unless rank confidential is unlocked, and altered stairs will be restored when this action is used on them. Cost 1. Apply Theory. Using Apply Theory, we'll have the closest drone apply the spell used on the last investigated stair to the target of this action. The affected stair cannot be investigated by the user. This action can only be executed once per investigation. If the drone does not have any investigation going, the message "nothing to go." Oh, I didn't read this first part about having the closest drone. Or I didn't press it about having the drone do it, which is kind of cool. If the user does not have any investigation going, the message "nothing to call the drone for" available will appear on the screen and the action will fail. Thanks to Dasher for the suggestion. Ponder. Players who use Ponder will automatically effectuate a stair jump trick on the blocking stair, and an animation will be played instead of the plain teleport. If no stair is blocking the path, this action will fail. So they're not. So sometimes you have like the teleportation spell. This one, it's not even teleportation. You're literally just paying to do the trick if you can't do it yourself. Which I can't most of the time, but still. Sleuthing. Don't know why, but Waltz from the Vectronome OST sounds like the music that this alignment would use. I have no idea what that is. Let's see. I can't. Oh, yes, I can. Oh. Okay, this is being all weird. Hold on. Vectronome. I gotta put my headphones on. Hold on. Huh. That's cool. But Waltz. I don't know if I can go look at the specific song. But yeah, that's a cool game. I might get that. Dude, it's only $2. I have a game similar to this. It's like also, it might be made by the same people. I'm not sure. Oh, it's on YouTube. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's by the same people. But I have a game. Let's see. What's it called? Induction. Which it's very different concept, but it's got like the same cube. You're moving your cube around. It's got the same kind of circle effect around the goal. It's kind of cool. But yeah, I will consider getting this. Maybe I'll probably buy it later. Let's see. Vectronome. But yeah. Vectronome, what was it? Waltz. Is this? I'm probably gonna get copyrighted anyway because I was playing Crazy Stairs music earlier. Huh. Yeah, that's interesting. I'll definitely probably buy that later. see. As soon as this action is used, the shortest path of arrows leading to the top will be shown. Yeah, back to detective. Oh, and yeah, your original point. Yeah, that does sound like something that, like a detective would, or like a sound would be planned for like a detective. Yeah. But as soon as this action is used, the shortest path of arrows leading to the top will be shown to the player, including falling off one floor, split stairs, and backtracking, similar to Ghost Union, but without the ghost effect. Wait. Okay. When the player starts walking, the path will be hidden, so make sure to take a mental picture. Gather evidence. To be able to use this action, players must have used Investigate Stairs at least once. Otherwise, they will receive an error that reads, "No evidence to gather." Any stairs previously investigated will be moved to the player's current position with the help of drones, attempting to create an upward path, potential to go above by 3 floors with Inspector rank unlocked. Do not leave suspicious stairs too far behind you, as it may take a longer time for this action to be completed. Genius ideas. It's like ultimates. This spell is timed and it allows players to leave footprints on the ground as they walk. Footprints are only visible to the detective player who left them. They can be used as clues during the next investigation. What's more, drones will try their best not to interfere with stairs affected for the first 6 minutes, after which they will fade away. If rank Brilliant is reached, the player's IQ... Oh, that's probably their mana. Oh, yeah, earlier it mentioned green stairs that increase their IQ. So their IQ is mana. If rank Brilliant is reached, the player's IQ will be restored once the idea is executed. Yeah, that's cool. Being able to, like... one of the classes earlier mentioned something about drone manipulation. So that's kind of cool. Like being able to prevent drones from moving stairs that you've walked down. Replacing mana with brain cells. Suspicion rig. This is a rig idea, and it represents the extended version of Investigate Stairs action. Suspicion rig will rig all normal stairs one by one with suspicion. The stairs, once triggered, will be cordoned off. If someone is still walking on the stair once it is fully cordoned, they will fall to the bottom of said stair. Detective can use triggered stairs as evidence to use with gather evidence action. Only the closest 3 will be moved, or the closest 2 if not enough stairs were triggered. Even only 1. Stairs affected from this rig can be restored, even if given they haven't been gathered yet, with restore stairs spell of Keeper, either from players or drones, and cannot be influenced by any other rig or event before them. Isolation event. This is an event idea, and it will move every normal stair outside of the tower area, one by one. What? It will move every normal stair outside of the tower area. So, do they ever come back? Or am I just being an idiot? Am I reading it wrong? And then I suppose... normal stair outside of the tower area. Yeah, okay. Oh, here, duration 180 seconds, so I guess maybe they move back after 3 minutes? I don't know. Keepers reshuffle. Yeah, this is not, I actually don't know what that does. But I mean, I can make a pretty educated guess. You went to the stairs to avoid collisions while moving. If not, no. And it's just like complete. Wow, yeah, no, it's just complete chaos. Wow, that's actually kind of fun. Huh. I don't think I've ever used that before. Oh, and it crashed. Wow. How exciting. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. We're not doing this. Oh, look. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Let's just close this. Oh, I can't close it. Hold on. Give me a moment. Oh, there you go. Still not going too well. Hold on, but I have to. Whenever I open my system monitor to force this to shut, I leak my IP address. So I gotta. Okay. Oh wow! Look at that. Oh, it's not force quitting. That Google Doc definitely gave me a virus. Kill. There you go. Alright. Drone detective mode. Yeah, like, what? Drones will randomly move stairs out of bounds. Cool. I mean, like, why though? An IQ overload. Or maybe you don't need one. Or maybe you don't need to when you've got a big brain. And Ghost Union. Alright, no perks. It's got images. Look at that. Cool. Every curious detective will receive bonus IQ. Every curious detective will receive bonus IQ when drones are in detective mode. If anyone executes footprints idea, every brilliant detective will get their IQ restored. Hawk detective players are able to predict in which half the orb will be moved to next. Every platform affected will turn gray until the orb starts moving again. Huh. Okay. That's interesting. Investigator detective players can run up to 3 investigations at once, but the IQ cost of gather evidence increases to 3 from 2. So this rank increases the cost of a spell. Okay. Interesting. Inspector. Inspector detective players won't have their eyes fooled anymore. Traps, invisible stairs, and fake stairs and such are all revealed. The orb can be viewed through platforms as well. So you'd probably just be able to see like an outline of it, I guess. So I guess just for like planning your next move, so like you don't have to like go and like drag your camera up above the platforms. Just to speed up your climb a little bit. The effect of sleuthing action will wear off a few seconds after moving. The cost also decreases from 1 to 0, so then you can just keep casting it then. Joker isn't winning with this one, and presumably Gremlin isn't either. Yeah, you'd be able to see all the stuff. It's like that's like one of the Joker effect. Like it's like one of the Joker and Gremlin ranks combined for a different class. And it's not even that. It said and such. So like any other invisible things, like any other invisible effects, you'd also be able to see too, which is kind of cool. I don't know if there are any, or maybe like if there were others added by custom classes or something. I'm not sure. But yeah. Professor detective users will know exactly where the orb is going to move next, and any stair that has been previously altered can be investigated now for confidential detective players. This includes both cursed stairs and all ones that have been altered more than 3 minutes ago, which is basically all stairs, right? And especially if you're playing in like a public tower, that'd be like most stairs. So that's pretty cool. And then also, this is cool. Being able to see where the orb is going to be. Yeah, wait. This guy brings up a good point. If your mana is IQ, you lose intelligence whenever you do anything. And the only way to get your intelligence back is by picking up these magic orbs. But now for ranking it, I think this one's interesting. That is, like, I could see that being implemented, right? Like, that's not that, like, oh, this doesn't match with, like, Crazy Share's theme. That's, like, something I could actually see being implemented, right? With, like, Reaver. Yeah. Like, honestly, if you'd asked me, like, a couple weeks or months ago before I knew what was coming out in the 4.0 update, I would probably think that this one would be added over, like, Reaver. Honestly. So, yeah. Where is it? Here it is. Alright. There we go. So, I think that is going to be it for this stream. Let's download this. So that's just an image. If I want to continue to edit it, I just got to keep this like downloaded. But we'll here. We'll download this. And then if I if I accidentally close the tab or something, then we can just put everything back in the same position we already had it before. Tier list. Here. There you go. Oh, where's the tier list gone? Here it is. Wait a minute. No, so this image, I can't add to the image, like, if I close this tab, it's gone, but I downloaded an image so that next time we do this, I can just set all the images back up where they were. Oh yeah, I can add to it. I can come down here, like, if I wanted to put in the necromancer, I would come here and, like, I'd hit save image as, and say necromancer.png, save it, and then I would come over here, I could browse, and I can add that, and here it is. So, yeah, I can absolutely add new ones in the future. But, yeah, so that's it. I think that's going to be it for this stream. Thank you, and the other 3 people who logged on for like 2 seconds and then immediately left. Thank you for being here. I will see you in a couple days for the sequel. Baller stream, we learned a lot. Yeah, it was fun. Alright.